Open Dialogue Talk Show, back in the building, man. Here we go again. I'm your host, Breeze. Got my co-host with me, and we got a special guest today, too. I'll let everybody introduce themselves since, it's the new year, 2026. We'll start out. What you got?
I am your politician. I'm your boy, Lucky Lefty.
I am what you call a businesswoman, Nyya here.
Actually, okay. And we back in the building. We'd like to welcome y'all to the conversation, man. We got heavy topics today to talk about. We're going to try to, talk about some current events and what's going on and how everything's going. But first, we're going to, I got to ask you a couple of questions, Miss Nhya. What you want to call you? Nyya?
I got like 99 nicknames.
Right.
Whatever flows off, I know how
I
to
got you.
answer.
Now, I want to ask you a couple of questions about it. I know last time you was in here, you was very informal about the real estate game.
Thank you.
And so, we got a good feedback about, about everything. So my question is there any new trends for 2026?
I wouldn't say anything new. I would say things are stabilizing, finally, making more sense. There's more compromise. I'm big on dignity in our industry. A lot of people kind of get a little money hungry and not do good business. But with something like real estate and how it can affect everything, I think it's really important to keep it clean. That's important to me anyway. But a lot more compromise and just, people being more negotiable. I think the offices and the powers that be understand that things needed to shift, and so we're seeing that happening.
Okay. So interest rate changing is still the same?
Interest rates are going down.
Okay.
Prices on the homes are going down, which the sellers aren't too happy about it, but, it makes for stronger buyers. Yep. So more programs, actually more options, more things that you can do. It's always 9 ways to skin a cat, so definitely just getting with the right people and knowing your options. Okay. So, yeah, it's been some movement.
All right, so when you do your thing, is it just you or do you work with a team?
So I am an individual realtor. However, number one, I have a mass just option of network of people. Okay. So I know pretty much anybody that I need to know for anything. Okay.
Okay. So
we've got strong relationships. I have people that I can always go to get proper guidance. I have worked with a team before. Do y'all know how it is when you have a manager that knows the job but doesn't know how to teach the job? Yeah. That's how I feel like it can be with mentorship sometimes. Okay. Like people know how to do their thing their way but not know how to always teach someone else. I got you. So I've kind of just found my own way to be the better way for me.
Okay. So if I was to hire you as a realtor, what is all included in the service that come with?
So personally, I'm big into mental health. Okay. And I bring that into my journey with real estate. All right. So, I want your mind to be right through this process. I want your goals to be aligned. I want you to be focused on your purpose when you're making this big investment. It's not just about the investment in general and getting your money up, yes, but, again, keeping your integrity, keeping your eye on the prize, having your bigger picture, your why aligned with all of that. And even as I communicate more with realtors, I do life coaching for realtors now and make sure their mind is right. Accountability partner, it's getting a little foggy. Just entrepreneurship in general is, can be taxing. But for my fellow realtors, I just want to be a safe space for all of that.
I got you. That sounds all right. So you basically become a family member.
Yes.
Yes, you become one. It's like you buying a house.
Birthday parties, baptisms, whatever.
I got you. So, what's your strategy for getting the best price in the current market?
You have to know what you're working with. You have to know the market that you're in. Okay. So when it's a seller's market, you have to negotiate a certain type of way. Mm-hmm. When it's a buyer's market, you have to negotiate a certain type of way. And I'm big on negotiating. I get in that room and I put my...
Go strong on them.
I love me a negotiation table.
Right.
But just knowing how to have those conversations, I'm a very much so, if you don't ask, you don't know. So I push the limits, and often I get back a lot of good feedback from that. Correct. So I don't shy away from conversations. I like to face things up front, and I like to make sure that my clients are informed with this process as well, informed and empowered.
That's right. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So any you want to leave them with something, like talk about it? You got any closing statements? Talk to them. Give them some advice. Give them
statements
something.
about real estate. A lot of people have endeavors that they want to do in this business, but they don't have the conversation. Just start with the conversations. Talk to experts. Get knowledgeable, not online and what you're seeing on Instagram and things like that. Talk to people that's actually out in the field. just a conversation. That's all you have to do. Inform yourself with people that you know and trust, and help them get you on a path. If you're not going to be ready anytime soon, that's totally fine, but know what you need to be doing along the way so that when you are ready, you're not working backwards.
That's dope.
Yeah, she was tough, wasn't it?
Dope.
So that's definitely what I would say.
Give me your handle again, so just in case they want to go back and double check.
Absolutely. So on Instagram, it's Empowered Realty. That's the letter M. POWERED _ Realty. And on Facebook, it's Nyya Smith. I'm sure you'll have my name somewhere real pretty.
It definitely has been the game. I appreciate you. Okay.
Shout out to
So with that quick commercial break,
All right.
time to get to the show. I just want to follow up because you answered so much last time.
Yeah.
I did.
You can look at that and find out how to buy a house
Yeah.
from top to bottom.
Facts.
Go see the last post.
Yes, please go check it out. She just gave
Facts.
everything. I'm gonna start off something that's a little, personal and a little serious, but at the same time, it's important. Let's talk about the power of prayer. People don't talk about enough how powerful prayer is. You know what I'm saying? How powerful having a prayer life. You always hear people say, "I pray for you" or "Pray about it," and it kind of seems like it kind of desensitizes. It kind of seems like it waters it down a little bit. But to you, tell me what the power of prayer has been in your life. Go ahead now.
Man, so it's interesting because I've been on a journey from being religious to spiritual,
Okay.
right? So kind of just understanding my own relationship with God. And, when you're transitioning, you don't know what you want to stick to and what you want to replace.
Right.
Sometimes you figure that out. But as I embrace just talking to God in general, I could get real raw. And I talk like myself,
Right. Yes, you should.
I talk like it's a friend,
Right.
and I visualize what I want things to be. Now, for me, I try not to specify, don't give me this person in my life. Don't give me this thing that I want. Give me the right thing. Put me in the right direction.
Right.
Surround me accordingly, make sure that I'm moving with integrity, etc. So I try not to specify because I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to have.
That's true.
I know that's what I want.
Right. You never know the big
But
story.
I don't know if that's his plan for me. So just, expose what your plan is for me. And I think, too, to your point, like with it being desensitized, I think, like, sometimes when you shoot off, praying for you and things like that, actually do that. When you tell someone, even if it's a comment on Facebook, if you say, praying for you or sending, my prayers, etc., actually do it, And I did notice that I tried to be intentional, and I'm still working on it, with being more about the people in my life and not just the things for myself to pray for. Like I have friends going through things and making a space to identify the things I want to see for them too. So I've been trying to incorporate that as well. And it has definitely strengthened my peace of mind for sure.
Right.
It's strengthened my maturity.
Okay.
And it's strengthened my results. You can't really argue with results.
Results speak for themselves.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Facts. Okay, politician, I know you're big on the prayer life and everything. Give me your side.
Well, definitely. I pray every day. You pray for it before you pay for it.
Okay.
Simple as that. Any guidance you get should come from God. It doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Even if I want to knock this lady down, I'm still going to pray for it. Is it right or wrong? Right? Before I go.
Forgive me for what I'm about to do.
But God, you know me. But what I'm saying is prayer is true guidance. I used to wake up at 2:30 in the morning and why can't I go back to sleep? You find yourself in the morning, can't go back to sleep, wonder why you can't sleep, because God tells you to pray for some people. That's all. You're gonna toss and turn all night because somebody need prayer. It don't take you to sit there and try to go recount 100 million words. Just I see Cody, pray for Cody, whatever Cody's going through, right? Yeah. And that's it.
That's dope.
Pray for it or you pay for it because the invoice is costly.
Yeah.
Amen.
Dang.
Yeah, that's tough right there. What you got, love? I like that.
It's kind of hard to follow up behind.
Right. That's why
I have to go first next time. It's crazy, man. I've been going through a lot in my own personal life.
Right.
I just lost my father, man. It's crazy. Like,
He's been funny.
yeah, man. It's been tough because I grew up in the church and praying and stuff. And when November 26th happened, the day my father transitioned, I was mad at God, though, because I was like, man, this man did everything the right way. Like, did everything right. This how you gonna go, you know. We did all this praying, did all of this, and that's just the human side of things, man. But my dad was so trill. He knew that I was gonna be mad at God though for a minute. Based off some of the conversations we were having in the past about certain things. And so right before he transitioned, he looked over to us and said, you know, I see God all around me. I feel God all around me. Wow. And that was the last thing he pretty much said to us. And that hit me for a minute, but you know, the day after, I was so mad, and I jumped in the shower just trying to figure things out. And I just bust out crying, man. And then after that, I just started praying. And I didn't, you know, I wasn't planning on praying.
Right.
And it just like spoke to me. Like, and I remember, I think one of my cousins said, hey man, God wants you to come to him in this time when you frustrated, when you mad. And so, you know, I'm back starting at the basics now, you know, because there's only two things you can learn from that, and you either could choose to look at those things and be negative and bitter, or you could take those things and learn from an amazing teacher. And with all the game that he told us and all the, you know, we didn't have no curfew. My dad only curfew was make sure you in church on Sunday, and you better not go to sleep. You better not. I better not catch you sleeping. Yeah,
and what you do, but you gonna go to church.
Yeah, you gonna go to church, right? So I'm just getting my feet up under me. I just came from church today. So, you know, we getting back on the right track, man, and God is real. So the power of prayer saved my life plenty of times, and it just saved it this last time. You know?
Yeah, wow. So. Damn, you gonna make me fall up behind that.
I know, right?
Sheesh. Nah, but to me, man, the power of prayer, I mean, same way you do, I just try to do it out of more like gratitude. Because I'm grateful for all the, you know, grace that's been extended to me. So I feel almost obligated to pray. You know what I'm saying? And I do think it's the difference between praying on your knees and just saying the word. You know what I'm saying? When God brings you to the knees, it hit different. You know what I'm saying? It's different than just saying something in your head. Prayer is powerful if you get on your knees and submit to the will of him. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
And so I think, I even tell my son and my buddy, he lost a kid too, like you're saying that. And I was like, bro, you need to pray. And, you know, he kind of don't believe in all that. I said, bro, you ain't going to get past this till you get on them knees. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to hit them knees. And it's only two ways you're going to get there. By choice or by force. And see, that's how I found my way. You know what I'm saying? Man. He forced me to my knees when I went through all my little spill and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
And so that got me peace with being misunderstood. I pray about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I know where my heart at. I know where my thoughts at. You know what I'm saying? And I also have a vision for where I want to go. And so prayer helped me align myself with that without listening to the outside noise.
Facts. You know what I think is dope about that, especially when you got a team full of praying people.
Yeah, come on.
Because then you can have a disagreement, and if everybody living the way they say they living, you will be able to come back and be able to talk about it. But if God is nowhere in y'all friendship, or
you won't never get past nothing.
Yeah, you will never lead up to anything. You know
I definitely had to learn how to address God about my frustrations with him.
That's real though.
Like, you know, I feel like you were supposed to have done things for me by now. I feel like I shouldn't have to be going through this. I'm a good person. Like, what is this? And I will say this, and I'm like, please make it clear. Because I'm really struggling right now. I'm struggling to identify what this is. And I know that you'll make a way, but I'm not feeling this right now. You know, me and you, I'm not feeling me and your relationship right now.
That's real.
And I had to be honest about it. And I don't remember what verse, but I remember just kind of hearing that story portrayed in the Bible, expressing like I'm not in a good space with what this looks like, but I still am trusting your guidance at the same time.
Absolutely.
You know, and you just think about being a parent. That's kind of how parenting is. You know, they don't always know what angle you're coming from. It don't always feel good to the child, but at the end of the day, we are, and you know, I have a son, so there's certain things I have to let him go through as a boy. That's tough,
right?
And I can't really explain it to you right now. You know, you're not gonna get it. You know, so kind of just. I identify that relationship with me and parenting as well. So I have to remember to be a student. I have to remember to be a child and be submissive.
And that verse, it's in Proverbs.
Okay.
Trust not your own heart. Lean not into your own understanding.
Amen.
Because you don't understand God is God. It's just you're gonna go through it.
Right. And
Just
one
go
thing
through it.
about God, God's not an emotional God. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
God's not emotional at all. He don't care about your feelings.
He's a jealous God.
He's
I
very
never
jealous.
thought about it
He a
that
je-
way.
he a jealous
You
guy.
gotta think God thinking forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think
Facts.
for now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So we get lost in the for now, and we don't realize his overall cause forever. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You gotta think God gonna be here after this. We
Yeah.
gone. You still got
Facts.
1,000 more years to worry about.
Facts.
So all of us, like me, when you feel like you wonder why your relationship like that, this is my opinion. You gotta look for the God within self.
Amen.
It's your relationship with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like. I could be wrong.
I agree.
All right. So as we switch speeds up a little bit, since it is Black History Month, right?
It is.
And y'all got over here. I got the blackest people in the world right here with me right now. They blacker than black, black.
Black this time.
Proud to be.
It's that time. So I'm gonna do this. I'll start it off. I'll let you start this now.
Okay.
Tell me the 5 most influential black women in your life.
Mama, grandmama, aunties, it's family.
Yeah. You gotta be
That's
in
what
your
taught me
life. Yeah.
leadership. And Sergeant, I don't know what is she living or dying, Sergeant DeBerry.
Okay.
If you still living, Miss Linda DeBerry. She's the first sergeant had in the Army, taught me leadership. Her and another sergeant, female named Sergeant Palmer. My militaries, they taught me leadership, not men. Women taught me leadership. So my mom, grandmama, aunties, and that first one in the military, I learned leadership through women.
So who you feel for? You give him.
Mary, Mother Jesus.
Oh. I got you.
I'm gonna answer that because the reason people say, why you gonna say Mary? Because think about this. You supposed to be a virgin, you pregnant. And can you imagine Facebook and Instagram, all that back in the day? Yeah, somebody been hitting that thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't Joseph.
But, yeah.
Just knowing that she carried Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And that task she was tasked with.
That was a heavy task to
That's
be
a heavy
saying you're a
task.
pregnant virgin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's,
Like, who the top 5 most influential women in your life?
Awesome. Well, of course, obvious, the moms, grandma, my wife, and shout out to Harriet Tubman.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For just the courage, you know, to do what she did too. So outside the family, the only one you know, you could try to be deep, but just in my life, I got to shout out Harriet.
Okay, so you got mom.
My mom, grandma, auntie, wife,
Okay.
Harriet Tubman.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, now what you got, man? Who the
Myself. I'm just playing.
That's real clear. Get to it there.
I would like to get a credit to me.
That's right. That's right.
No, definitely my mother. I didn't have a relationship with her parents, so I didn't get to meet them. My grandmother, on my father's side, she was a sweet soul, but I didn't get a chance to learn from her as much as I would like to. So we go with mother. We'll go with, I'll take it celebrity-wise. I really like Kamala Harris and Michelle. Just what they've done in a space of politics as a black woman, I just am very inspired. And I'm not even into politics, quite honestly, but I just love the way that they carry themselves. I love the way that even through adversity and chastising being the finger pointed and, you know, all these narratives, they were just so graceful, so graceful. And then I'll take it to just people that I've looked at growing up. The Madam C.J. Walker and the Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was an Aquarius too, so you know, there's just something about that woman and how she stood her ground.
Different.
So that would be my 5.
All right, to me, the most 5 influential black women in my life would be my mama, my sister and niece, Jasmine and Shada Wright.
Hey, shout out to them.
My aunties at number 4, and at number 5. Well, Shada and Jasmine is a combo, so that's 2. My grandma number 3. My mama's sisters would be number 4, and my cousins, like my female cousins, they number 5, and then my 5B would be my dad's daughters.
5B.
Yeah, that'd be my 5B.
We get a 5B?
I was going to say, then that's the kind I got to throw my sister in there.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got a 5B of Jasmine Crockett.
Okay.
Okay, and then I have to add my circle of women, just my friends. Oh man, they have really just been that space for me, and I think the power of friendship and women supporting women is so beautiful, and I have some amazing women in my friendship circles. top tier. Definitely got to get him a shout out.
Wow. Different. All right, now I'll switch to the side of the men's side. Give me your top most 5. Give me the top most influential black men that's been in your life.
It's gonna be weird. Both my grandfathers were great men. Both of them.
You getting 1A, 1B, or just 1, 2?
I'll give them one together.
Okay.
Because they were men.
All right.
They were men. Number 2 would be my uncle, Marvin Solomon. Just transitioned.
Right.
He was a soldier. He taught me Atlanta. There's more than life than Atlanta and College Park.
Right. Shows you the world.
Back as a kid, showed me the world. I went in the military behind him. Did the same thing he did in the military. So burying him recently was extremely hard. You know that we just did that last week. But he'd be number 2. And the men in the military, I have so many sergeants. My first sergeant, Randy Lyra, I said his name before in one of the shows.
He
taught me so much about being a man. And I had I give a shout out to these guys. Y'all know if they still living or not. A sergeant first class Haslam in Germany. He made me call my mama and build a relationship with her when I thought I was hating my parents as a knucklehead. He said, "You in Germany? Last time you wrote home?" I said, "Never." Last time you called home? 2 years. What? You call your mama every week.
Call your mama.
So made me call mama. And believe it or not, the last one would be my father, because knowing that he wasn't there, not taking a shot at him because I loved him, but what he didn't do was pretty easy to be a man. I just did the opposite.
That's real.
To escape the pain of raising my son. So that's it.
Okay. So what you got?
Off the top, gotta go with Pops.
Right.
Gotta go with my cousin Chris Camelhead.
Right.
I gotta go with my crew.
Yeah.
Cause, you know, y'all was outside a little bit, and y'all motivated me to stay my ass in school and go get a college degree.
Let me not do that.
Shout out to the whole crew for believing in me when I was tripping sometimes. So gotta say the crew.
That's real.
I'm gonna go Michael Jordan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan. Just because he was amazing.
Like his moves.
Yeah, I like his moves,
Right,
swag,
like
and everything.
Right.
And then I'm going to have to go with Obama. You know what I mean?
You the 5B or that's good?
Nah, I think I got it off. If not, I'll double back.
When you jog the memory a little bit.
Go ahead. Now what you got? Who's the top 5 most influential black
Number
men?
1 is my father, most amazing man in the entire world. Then I'm going to go with stepfathers.
Okay.
I'm going to go with stepfathers. I think that, you know, a lot of black men grew up without having men in the home. And so for the other men that carry that badge with honor and help to create a beautiful space for these children, you know, you definitely got to give them their roses. I would say men that have lost their life protecting others. Because, you know, I think some people shy away from it because of the possible consequences.
Right.
So for the men that have done it anyway and, you know, unfortunately have paid the price, and just men that protect in general.
Right.
You know, men are different these days. So the mindset of the men has evolved a little bit. So where that tradition is there and to where, you know, providing is not an option, protecting is not an option.
Right.
Definitely are top influencers. Obama. Okay.
Gotcha.
I just love the whole couple.
Right. Power couple.
And that's all I have.
Right.
That's all I got.
Well, me, my top 5 most influential black men in my life. Number 1 is myself, the God within myself. I'm the most influential person in my life.
That's dope.
I'm influenced by all my choices and moves.
Shout out to that. Why you
Sure. Number 2, I'm gonna say my son, because man, to see his maturation, to see where he's going, and to have a proud moment.
Yes.
You know what I mean? To see him take care of himself, not ask me for cash apps no more. To see him be able to build a career, and then like seeing your children have a career. You know what I'm saying? That hit different. You can't replace that feeling. Number 3, I'm gonna say my brother. He was influential I see him lived so many different lives. Like, remember, he did a lot of things in life. You know what I'm saying? He's like one of the first young people I seen having it. You know what I mean? And it kind of had me have it because I was kind of living off the swag a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Driving Cherokees and stuff and living life.
Facts.
Gave me a little edge in the game.
Off that motorcycle.
Yeah.
Gave me an edge for sure. Number 4, I'm going to say Minister Louis Farrakhan. I think I listened to every last one of his speeches, you know what I'm saying, when I was going through my dark area. And it also brought me to Islam a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So with that,
dope.
number 5, I'm going to go pick yours, young. Like we said, I'm going to say my crew of friends, you know what I'm saying? From how they bounce back from loss and adversity to how they thrive. And like it's crazy. I learned a lot from the people in my circle, you know what I'm saying? That's very influential. And then number 5 right there was a crew. And my 5B, I'm going to say my dad because it's a piece of work. But it would be no me without him, though. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely the reason why I'm here. And even though I don't agree with some of his moves, I got to say one thing about Pops. He's a survivor. He don't ask nobody for nothing. And he do it his way regardless of who like it or not. Amen.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Facts,
Yeah.
I love that.
I respect that about him.
I gotta say, my 5B, Troy too, man.
Yeah.
Pulling up at your crib, man. You young, balling, man, for real. Made us feel like we ain't had to do nothing crazy to live that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So shout out to you and Dick Gregory.
Right. Let's go,
I had to slide that one in there
he told me
too.
hustling
You know
different
what I
ways
mean?
and doing
Especially
pools,
with the
driving
new
trucks, management. Yeah, I seen the whole transition. Like, bro, God dang.
Nah, it's that, man.
There's no excuse for people to sit and make excuses.
There's no excuses. Like I
Make
said,
ex-
bro,
make
put
excuses.
signs on the side of the road.
Make it
I'm
happen.
talking about.
Right.
Sing
That's
it.
bro.
Just make it happen.
He's an example of a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right. It's true. All right, so we done got the top 5 out the way. Now let's talk a little bit. Time to get. We ain't gonna go dirty. We ain't gonna get filthy yet, but we're gonna talk about something a little cool. We're gonna talk about. Do you think 2-parent household have an effect on the child's success? Do you think it improves the child's success? So I'm gonna start with you now. Do you think having a 2-parent household improves a child's chances at success?
My initial answer was absolutely. And then I remembered a healthy household
Okay.
improves a child's success.
There you go.
Yeah. Facts. No, that's
Healthy because 2-parent household, I think it definitely strengthens the ability to cater to the different needs
Economically,
of the child. It's kind of like black people. You know, we don't have the same advantages of others, but when you're determined, you make it work.
Right.
So a child can always make it work, and they can always be surrounded by other things that can replace what they're lacking.
Right.
But in a home, I think it's the best thing to have a healthy home, no matter who's there.
Right.
You know, the healthier, the better. And that's, I think, the recipe for success. But 2 people there definitely help. 2 healthy people is better than 1 healthy person.
absolutely.
Cole, what you think, man? Do you think a 2-parent household gives a child a better chance at success?
I do because I came from a 2-parent household.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
So, yeah, I do. But I didn't see it where it did work on the other end on
Facts.
certain cases too.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny though, even on just having a conversation, you know what used to get me, man, was like guys who thought you might have been soft for having both parents in the house.
You're not from the hood because you can't have 2 parents.
And I'm like, bro, how that made me soft? And I got
They
a
really
man
just
that's
mad.
teaching me how to fight.
That's true.
I got a man that's teaching me how to deal with my emotions. I got
Right.
a man that's showing me this. But some way in our brains in the black community, they almost made you feel bad for growing up in a 2-parent household, not knowing I would eat your face.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So they didn't have dads in those homes.
A lot of them didn't. And then they carried it like a bully mentality, like, or they use that as an excuse to hate on you or just to discredit what you do. So it's like, man, you go do, of course, you better have did that. You came up that way. Well,
Right. Everybody did
sure,
that.
get
Right.
the fuck out of here, man. That's just like, you got rich people who got, some kids are good and some is bad. And they grew up in a beautiful house.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? So the fuck out of here. So yeah, I just had to get that off. I'm sorry.
Sidebar.
My bad, sidebar. My
Right.
bad. But yeah, I definitely think it depends. But yes, I do think you got a better chance of succeeding when you got two people.
What
on
you
the
got,
same
bro?
page.
Oh, most definitely. Since we grew up in a single parent household, it was hard.
Yeah.
And people don't understand. It's the little things as a boy being a man, raised as a man, who teaches you how to fish, how to bait that hook, how to clean a fish, right? Who teaches you how to fight, how to finish? Who teaches you about girls? Then your mama telling you about girls. You know, my mama, my sexual education. We didn't have it in school back then. Watching the episode of Good Time where JJ had got VD.
That's it. That's how you learn.
And I asked Mama what was VD. She told me, "Don't you stick your little nasty, inside a woman coochie, you gonna get VD, gonna fall off." That was my sexual education, Annie Bell.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, mom is emotionless.
No, listen. We was watching Law and Order, and then the lady on the stand said, and then he put his dick in my mouth. Mama was like, "You ain't did that before, have you?"
you see what I'm saying?
That was the birds and the bees.
That's the birds and the bees. When you're in a single parent household, that's what you get, and your balance is off. I know for me, I can speak for me. I know growing up not understanding why is your dad not here, why is your mom always in a bad mood. Then when you get older, you realize that lady used to catch 2 buses from Inglewood Manor on Thomasville to go to Good Brother, cut up chicken, and catch, well, no train back then, y'all, and catch 2 buses to come back home, take care of 2 kids in the project, right?
Right.
And so that's why she came out to 15-hour days. She was tired. It was like fend for yourself.
Facts.
If hamburger helper wasn't on the stove, we learned how to cook early. You know what I'm saying? But had my dad been in that household, I do believe for me, I would say the giftings would have been developed a lot earlier.
Right.
Than going through the struggle, the hatred, the
resentment that you carry.
The resentment I had for them, not understanding. You can't choose your parents. No. And you can hate them all you want, but the Bible tells you, honor your mother and your father.
It does.
So
No matter
on
what.
the earth. So once I understood that, I understood my parents. But definitely 2 parents are better than one, especially financially. But if they are at each other's throat, unhealthy, hell no, give me a single parent household. If they gonna fight in front of me and all that stuff, and because tear each other down, no.
I'm a single mother, 2 children, but I'm not gonna allow certain influences just to have help.
There you go.
Now, it is 1,000% more difficult for sure to take what my son is missing. Is certain things I just cannot do for him. So I have to find that. I have to make sure he's in sports. I have to make sure that there's positive men in his life, and that's not my job. That's just not my job. So taking on, and then he doesn't understand, like you said, like what I'm going through and my frustrations, and I'm just trying to get this done, and I got to take care of this little baby girl, and then they have 2 totally different needs. I have a big boy and a little girl, so I have 2 totally different needs and 2 totally different styles of communication, and just everything's different, and I have to navigate them and myself and work and everything else. So it definitely is more difficult, but if I had the choice to bring in an unhealthy father, I'm not going to do it.
How old is your son?
He's 11.
Does he have a mentor?
He not a set one.
Yeah,
no.
I mentor kids to help them get like I did.
I'm looking, so if you...
I do that. That's what I do. I'll be honest with you. I teach them about Jesus. I'm going to teach them about Jesus, about being a man, respecting women, and stuff like that. I believe I've been pretty successful.
Absolutely.
Mentoring young men like that, because they need that.
Yeah.
Hell, I still got a mentor.
Yeah.
You know? You need
I
that.
think everyone needs a mentor.
Yeah, that helps.
They used to have a Big Brother program, but it's like...
The Big Brothers became suckers.
Yeah.
So he started going to a program, but it was so elderly the way that they conducted it. No, I didn't even feel like taking them.
Be kept, man. Let's just call it a fact. A lot of niggas want grant money.
Man,
They're starting all kind of non-profits.
Hey, they what they do that non-profit grant money.
Come on, man. Kids can see right through that, though.
Yeah,
kids can tell who real and who ain't.
Man, them young folks see through it fast.
Yeah, they can tell that. So a lot of that shit just don't be about nothing at the end of the day. It's to get you in.
Yeah.
But then what you gonna do to keep them?
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? Are you gonna... Because it's hard for you to teach them if you smoking around them, if you cussing, if you folding under pressure.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you complaining about your relationship to the kid that you're supposed to be mentoring.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
right.
I just think a lot of that too. There's very few people that really do it and have a genuine,
really
just really love it. Yeah. You know, a lot of times it be underlying
financial.
That's what my uncle I was just talking about. Nhya was. Mm-hmm. He was a mentor to me because I'm sitting here. You know, I could have went right or left in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And here come a military policeman, a black military policeman, highly decorated, come in my life. Come on, let's go take you to Six Flags. What's Six Flags?
Right.
I'm from Atlanta, I know what Six Flags is. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to the carnival down there, you know, and just I'm taking to Alabama for the summer to spend something with him.
Right.
Just watching somebody come from a country.
That's dirty country.
The country where he came from, just showed me a whole different light in life. Like, hey, And then when I went to the military, it was like, let me call him. Mm-hmm. What should I do? He was like, well, he didn't just come to the Army. He was like, gave me choices and told me why. And just having that mentor for me that in the house, that, man.
How many people you know that remind you of your uncle?
Oh, quite a few. Most of them are military or people I hang with.
Okay.
Like Kenny. Kenny got kids.
Yeah.
But he's a great mentor.
Right.
Now, no offense to Fred, I wouldn't make Fred no mentor. Fred gonna be the one telling you about it.
Think about the shit with the big booty.
Yeah.
You need that too, though.
You definitely need that.
Well, see,
that's a healthy balance.
That's where you tell him, you said, boy, you know, when God created her, he took his time on that one, young man. Let me just show you. He took it. See the curvature right there? That's how you tell him.
Yeah.
So look at that big fat ass right there. No, you don't. No.
But I said that to say, like, you name like one or two. And I get it, people we around. But I say that to say it's like not too many people that's genuine.
No.
That's like that, though.
No.
That's, you know what I mean? Now, when you go to somewhere that's more like you, yeah, that's going to be different. It's like I was talking to a person, they made it seem like 100,000. Instagram will make you feel like 100,000 is nothing nowadays, right? Mm-hmm. And I had to let one of my people know, like, how many people in your family make $100,000, have made $100,000 5 years consecutively?
Exactly.
So just because of course you go say, oh, I know a bunch, you work for a certain company.
Right.
People you know like
so,
you.
yeah, a lot of your people going to be in there. I'm talking about how many of your cousins.
Right.
You know.
Friends, personally
make
friends.
a legit 100,000 a year.
And did it for 5 years.
Straight. I ain't talking about hitting the lick and then falling off.
Right.
2, 3 years, then come back and hit another lick. I'm talking about 5 years straight.
You talking about what I do for a living is I have 33 managers under me and hand chosen by myself. And I take them from a job to a career.
Yeah.
They make 6 figures a year. Y'all make it. I said, I come back in 10 years, and you ain't sitting right. I'm going to come up to you and slap the piss out of you. I tell them just like that. I said, you've been put in a... See, when you make it, you've been a mentor, you mentor everybody else, and for the ones that want it.
Right.
Like, why would you want to go and say, well, Jay-Z did this, Jay-Z did... You ain't Jay-Z.
Right.
You're not a rapper. You know, everybody think a rapper with the money. Rapper is with the money. Burger King got rap. They rap burgers. McDonald's got rappers. They rap burgers.
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap. Right. They got me the warehouses. But I say that because you see how a person, like I was talking earlier, I was telling people, I'm talking to Steve earlier, I was like, too many people want to make their money in the microwave. I asked this question to anybody. How many microwaves have you bought over a lifetime?
1, 2.
No, a microwave. Yeah. You can buy a microwave, quite a few microwaves because they're cheap. Microwaves.
Every time you move.
You're going to buy 5, 6, 7 microwaves.
Right.
How many stoves have you bought?
Yeah.
See, what I'm getting at is you put yourself in the microwave, you get it real quick.
Right.
It goes quick. But you put chicken and anything in the microwave, it takes away the nutrients. It takes away the flavor. But when you put something in a stove, turn the stove on, let it preheat, let it do what it do, it lasts longer.
Right.
I got a question for y'all. So do you feel like men that are in a good position in life should take on mentorship since there's like a lack of and a need for?
Yeah, they should, but like Lucky said, they suckers. Some of them get the money, and it's all about them. See, with me, I can speak for Troy. it's not about me. He can tell you that it's not about me.
Right.
I give the shirt off my back.
Yeah.
And but also I'm gonna give you some wisdom with that. I'm gonna give you when you look at how going to the Bible when they're getting ready to stone this lady, and Jesus said, "Let he who without sin cast the first stone." Right. Yeah. And so what he gave her when the men they all left because they were ashamed, he told her to get up, sin no more. He gave her grace, but he gave her some truth too.
For sure.
Right.
And that's what a lot of suckers don't do. They won't give
no grace.
They won't give you no grace, and they still gonna tell you the truth. They too scared about, am I gonna lose this? No, bro, this how I did it. Let me show you how to take it to another level.
Back.
You know, hey, I'm good, but I need to see you there. In the old school, the black neighborhood said, H. Rap Brown, John Lewis. They used to tell us back in the street, we little kids, each one teach one.
That's true.
We done got away from that. Like I said, them suckers now, they.
Hey man, I work in the community, so I know I see a lot of things, and it's like, but the kids know who the real is. They know.
They gonna call you Mister.
Yeah.
Right.
When the kid call you Mister, them kids call me Mr. Troy like that. That's respect.
It is.
And I have some that they in the military, in the Coast Guard, in the Army now. I used to mentor kids whose parents were dads incarcerated, were never getting out.
Right.
I got one right now. You'll hear about. He's gonna be a football star at Creekside.
Right. That's true.
I mentioned him and I told him my job is to help you get to adulthood to make the right decision.
Right.
Because you can have a lot of hangers on you. You have to know what you're doing when you get that paper.
Right. That's real.
See, yeah, that's what.
All right. Good answers. To me, I think having two parent household, I think having two active parents is more to help a child be successful than having two parents in the household. Like two parents participating at an equal level, you know what I'm saying? I think that's more important. Like you said, if the household ain't healthy, then it's still not helping. But if you got two parents, whether they together or not, both participating in the son life, helping with this, helping with that, I think that helps the success more than anything. Just two active parents, you know what I'm saying? And that's something I think a lot of people don't have. Most parent relationship is based on the relationship with the mother or the dad, you know what I'm saying? I think if they get past that part and both of them show up for the kid like they're supposed to, no matter how they feel about the parent, I think that helps the child success.
Which can be done in co-parenting. You can have two active parents when co-parenting, and I think sometimes people let the relationship dictate the parenting.
Right.
And it should never dictate the parenting.
That's why I said two participating parents probably helps success more than two parents in the household.
And having two parents in the household too
doesn't hurt though.
It does, but then too, look, because nobody's going to be perfect.
Right.
I mean,
and I think that kind of messed me up though. I ain't gonna lie. I think that had a problem. That kind of affected my relationship because I never saw my mom and dad argue.
Right.
So I based a lot of my relationships and stuff off of that. Like, oh, you talking back too much. I ain't never seen my mom disrespect my dad.
Start having
My
unrealistic.
daddy said, "Boy, you just didn't see that shit, boy." You know what I'm saying?
So I come back to this question right here. What's something you do when you and your significant other get into it? What's something you do to de-escalate the argument? Like what you do to kind of calm it down? What's one tactic you use? Let's go ahead, up.
You right.
Is that really conflict resolution though?
Because for a long time I didn't think she was right. I thought I was right all the time. You know what I mean?
Are you saying that to keep the peace, or are you saying that because you really?
I mean, you said
with
the
That's true. That's true. That is true. Right. My bad. Yeah. Facts.
To de-escalate, sometimes you gotta be like, you right.
Yeah.
Even if you feel like you still got a little say so, but sometimes you don't gotta win every argument.
That's real.
So I just feel like sometimes it's okay to say you got it, you right. You know what I'm saying?
That sometimes seem like it turn them up a little bit because they feel like you're being funny.
I mean, but then facts. But see, I had this. Me and my sister was talking the other day. When I tried to give her game, she said I'm too tough on her. Then when I just listened to her, she said I'm an asshole and I don't got nothing to say.
Damn if I do, damn if I don't.
So that's pretty much like relationship, man. Women sometimes, but at the end of the day, you know what your heart was when you said you right.
Right.
You know,
right.
The reason why you feel I'm bullshit because you know deep down you might not be right.
Right. Real.
That's the only time you're going to really feel some kind of way about me saying you right is if you really don't feel like you're right.
Right.
And you just trying to fuck with me then.
Yeah.
And that's different.
And then I can do then.
Yeah, ain't nothing I can do then, so de-escalate might mean a long drive by myself.
Right.
To de-escalate because at the end of the day, one false move, man.
It can go.
It could go a different way. You could be in it. It don't have to be abusive. Yeah. But you never know what can happen if you push the people. Some people love to live in a toxic environment.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? The older I get, you got it. You right. You get what I'm saying? So that's one thing.
I got you. I like that. I like that.
De-escalate it a little bit.
Bro, what you got, Doug, man? No, you been in
It's pretty simple. Lucky said it all, but it's pretty simple, right? You know, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so it is shut your mouth. Simple as that. Shut up.
Just don't engage.
Just don't. What I'm saying is, you ain't got to win every time.
That's real.
You know, you can keep the peace. Because guess what? You're going to watch and see if you're right or wrong, if my spouse is wrong, and I'm going to watch the humility come get her a week or 2 later. And I'm not going to sit there and say, told you so.
Right.
But, you know, but I wait for that. You know, you was right about this. That way I know she's listening then, or I'm listening then. But Lucky said it all, man. Just shut your mouth. You got 2 ears for a reason. Listen twice as much as you talk.
Gotcha.
Listen twice as much as you talk.
So now, what about you, man? I know.
As the female here.
You and your man get into it. What's something that you feel helps, or what's something you do to kind of help in the heated argument?
I think de-escalating. So you have to catch yourself.
Okay.
You know, sometimes when both people getting fired up, they speak in the same tone, and sometimes you got okay, just to yourself, like, whoa.
Right.
Let me take a beat. I've prayed in the middle of an argument before. Asked if we could do that just to reset the energy. And when I've had disagreements, because I'm an emotional thinker and speaker, and I talk to a lot of logical people, and it's just the conversation just can get very frustrating. And so asking, what do you want from me in this conversation?
Yeah, that's right.
Because sometimes people just want to talk.
Right.
Sometimes they need feedback. Sometimes they just want to hear themselves. Sometimes they just need to get it out.
Right.
So why don't you tell me what you want from me in this conversation?
That's real. I like that. I like
so that I
like
know
that.
how to properly get the best results from this conversation as well. And listening.
Right.
Listening. And sometimes separate the issues, right? Somebody will bring their issues to the table and you talk about that and you want to insert your issues as well. Let that issue stay in its place, and sometimes I will leave my issues out of that conversation so it won't seem like a comeback. And let's go ahead and address what you feel like first, and then we'll come back and revisit my concern. For a different space, because I don't want it to be a back and forth and a tit for tat. But you.
Right.
No, you have concerns. They're valid. Let's talk about your concerns first. Get that out the way. Have we solved that? Okay. On another situation, I wanted to talk to you also about something else.
Right.
So I think separating it helps as well.
Okay. With me, I probably agree with y'all. I just kind of like, you got it. And once I realized that we're not talking for a solution, we're talking to get our opinion across, I just let you talk. And so once that makes sense, and you know that makes sense, you still going, just get it out there.
Guys be like, all right.
I can be your punch. I say you need a punching bag today?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you say that?
I do.
How does that work?
She get it off. I just let it go though.
Right, left, right.
Right. And I just get silent. After so long you can get tired talking to yourself. But I let you get off. Yeah, punch back, don't fight back. It's just
Whatever works.
right. And eventually you get tired of hearing yourself talk. You start realizing what you're saying sound crazy.
Fast.
But yeah, I just end up just de-escalating. You got it.
Do you see it happening before? See, the thing is try to catch it before it even get to something.
That's
You
true.
get what I'm saying?
The back and forth.
Yeah, the back and forth, or you knew that you. Let's just say, okay, prime example. You tell your old lady, man, hey man, when I get back later on tonight, I want to watch a movie.
Right.
But you get back a little later, you done had your few drinks, you done hung out in your man cave, and by the time you realize it, you like, fuck.
Yeah.
I done blew the night, right?
Yeah.
But I used to just go ahead and crash the whip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now you like catch it and like, damn, babe, I know that we said that, my bad, man. I was tripping. I just got caught up in there, man.
Accountability.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like, just to see it a little bit, because you know when you messing up too.
You do know when you messing
up. You know when you done
That's true.
fluked up. You know what I mean?
That is
You
true.
know, so sometimes addressing it before the next person before she can even address it.
Go ahead and
go
get
ahead
ahead
and
of it.
just go ahead and hit her.
I take a little bit of a different approach, me personally, and I think this would be good for our ladies. I try to sit on it before I speak on it to make sure if I'm really annoyed by it or if it was the moment. You know?
That's real.
So if something happens, I'm like, ooh, let me get this today. Let me get this today. Because once I start going in, I don't stop.
Yeah.
So before I start, let me make sure I'm really feeling angered by this, or this is something that we can even talk about once I'm calmed down.
Correct.
So like, because starting a conversation at the height of that irritation is usually going to have bad results. And I know how I am, and I know the type of people that I've had disagreements with. So I'm really solution-based.
Right.
And if we're not getting solutions out of this conversation, what the hell are we talking about? And why the hell are we talking right now?
There you
Nobody's
go.
trying to get to a solution right now.
Right.
And I know me. Sometimes I don't even care about a solution. I'm very petty-hearted, okay? So
Petty-hearted.
let me make sure that I'm not tripping myself
Right.
before I bring an issue to this logical person, because I know I operate off of emotion.
Yeah.
So let my emotions settle so that I can think logically and we can have a logical conversation.
Correct. When you think in your mind, you start creating scenarios.
Absolutely.
So you say,
But I am real. I create them, but I'm realistic as well.
Okay.
Like I check myself a lot.
So you don't jump on every scenario you create.
No,
I got you.
no. And I'm more realistic than I am anything else.
And that's what I had to start doing too. I used to create scenario in my head like, hold on, that don't make sense. That. I put a whole storyline together, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think, sometimes I be wrong, but sometimes you be emotional. And you don't create a whole.
that's real though.
Yeah.
But that's human nature though.
Right.
Anybody who say they don't do that, they come on.
Right.
Everybody that played things in their head, they been like, I just was talking to you. Now you sleep.
Right. Right.
Like
Yeah,
it's been 30 seconds.
I just text you, bro. You sleep,
You
bro.
got your phone. You always look at your phone when I see you, then you don't see my call now.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so everybody that felt that way, but I also think how you act on things too.
Right.
You might not want your girl to wear a certain thing,
Right.
but you gotta respect that she a grown woman.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
I can get some respect to happen with that too.
Facts.
Though.
But I'm saying I get it. Now some guys are just insecure.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, soon they girl put on some heel. Where you going? God damn,
What's he
country
gonna know?
nigga. She
The same, but she was
yeah.
like that when you met her, I believe.
Right.
So-
That's what you like when you met her,
Yeah,
right?
by just you putting on some heels, he done made a whole scenario that you going out to dinner
You feel
tonight.
like you're trying to do something.
Yeah,
right,
man,
right, right, right.
stop it, man.
That's true,
Get
too.
out your head, man. Ain't that serious.
And so I get here. So,
Yeah.
so when we talking about this escalate, we're gonna stay in relationship a little bit. This is one kind of touchy. Have you ever fell in love with someone who's considered promiscuous, aka a hoe? And
I'm
if
a
so,
hoe.
what lesson did you learn first? And then we're gonna talk about what scars did you walk away with. So first of all, I'm gonna start with the lady. Have you ever fell in love with a man as
So
dog.
my ex-fiance was a previous hoe from our relationship.
hold on, what you mean when you say previous hoe?
He used to be a hoe. He wasn't a hoe by the time I got him.
Okay.
You know, that's what he said. So
That what he said.
that's what he said.
Hey, man. Okay.
I like that. Okay.
Now, we didn't have no infidelity issues.
Okay.
So, I believed it. And I'm pretty good at, just reading energies. Like, I felt comfortable with where he was now.
Okay.
So, we didn't have an issue with infidelity, but we did have an issue with connecting. I feel like sometimes promiscuous people don't connect the same because it's so transactional.
Oh, okay. You feel like the passion wasn't there.
Sometimes, and just connecting to the individual and not the acts. And sometimes sex was desensitized. Is you loving me or is you got your eyes closed? Like, what's happening here?
Right.
And I think it brought the sex drive down a little bit because he done got all these miles on him from way back when. And I'm like, I'm expecting to see a certain follow through on this side of things.
Right.
And it just wasn't there. So we had a difficult time connecting for sure. But,
Okay, so what lesson did you learn from that?
don't date a hoe.
Simple as that.
A, B, C, D.
Simple as that.
Real spill.
Yeah, simple as that.
I like that.
What lesson did I learn? You know, just be mindful, and I like to see people in a full in seasons,
Right.
not just a season, but seasons to see how you handle all things. So it just made me slow down a little bit before jumping into relationships.
I like that. That's real. That's real. Okay, Deacon, the politician.
What's the question again?
I know you've been on.
How many did you didn't have?
Have you ever fell in
Back in
love
my day.
with a promiscuous woman? And if so, what's the biggest lesson you learned from that?
Yes, I have. You know, disappointed because you.
You say you
I ain't trying
disappointed?
to laugh at you.
Hope for the hope. I'm trying to bring the hope back to life.
I thought I could say it. God damn.
Well, you know, I never,
nobody bigger than the program,
I
huh?
never
Ain't
been
nobody.
Captain Save-A-Hole. That's not my title. But I think the biggest disappointment for me is when you think you have someone that's special,
Yeah.
and as a egotistical alpha, and you come find out somebody been dipping in your goods. Oh, you talking about a letdown?
Yeah.
You know, that's a letdown, but it's humbling also. Because, like Stone Cold Steve Austin said, DTA, don't trust anyone. get them before they get you. That was my thought when I was younger.
Right.
I'm gonna cheat on you before you cheat on me.
Oh, boy.
Now, that was trying to numb the pain. But I've had it happen not many times.
Right.
Not many times because when you're young and single in the military, you're trying to hit anyway. I don't give a
He said
damn.
I was the hoe.
Right. Exactly. But I will let you know. You
Honestly.
know I'm a hoe now. I got women out there. What you mean? Yeah, I'm telling you up front. So you got to sneak around, investigate anything. So but yeah, I've been there once when I thought I was in love, and found out she had another guy on the side that it had me in the stalking mode. Almost. I mean, really, you find yourself, if you don't catch yourself, you find yourself out there like, whoa.
Right. Losing
What's wrong
yourself.
with you, boy? You done lost your mind.
Right.
So you have to have a lot of self-love.
There you go.
And say, hey, you know what? I don't play second fiddle to nobody.
Right.
You want that other one? Bye. You ain't got to lie to me.
Right.
Deuces. Peace out.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's real. Like,
But nah. I want to ask you this. All right, when you said a promiscuous woman, if your girl cheat on you,
right.
she might not been a hoe though. You get what I'm saying? A whore, I'm thinking about like,
The whore of Babylon.
like she didn't had
Right.
train ran like just all the way out there.
Yeah.
So
No, we talking about
I
cheating
ain't
on
never
you.
fell in love with one of them.
Okay, you never got
You are, I ain't capping.
He said, I see that shit from a mile away.
No, we talking about cheating. Yeah, right. No, that's the answer.
I
I already heard your story.
Days that you ever dealt with. That's real though. Yeah.
You just one of the men of roosters, ain't you, boy?
Nah, that's real though.
You know,
Right.
sometimes just because your girl cheated on you don't mean she's a hoe. You might
Right.
have just not been paying her no attention or
Facts.
not been doing what you supposed to do on your end.
There.
But now if she a known such and such, I'm just being honest. I know people might think it's cap. Hey, only the Lord knows. I
You
ain't
never
never
fell in love with that. Yeah, I get that. I get that
That's
too,
just
I
the
do.
truth. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, I
Or he
have-
might have fallen light.
Right, but you ain't
You
never.
ain't, no.
been knee deep in the game.
No. I mean, we've been knowing each other
Yeah. No, I
all
get
our
you.
life.
No, I ain't
And
calling
have you ever
cap.
seen?
I ain't calling
So
cap for
did you
sure.
know before y'all was together?
No, what?
No, like the one that cheated on you. Did you know how she was before y'all got together?
I wouldn't, I did. Well,
There's always signs.
the reason I'm gonna
pop up.
say that.
Heard.
The reason I'm gonna say I knew that because when I was messing with her, she had a man.
Okay.
So that taught me. Well, she was whoring around with you, so she did me the same way.
Right.
So I'm wrecking somebody else's home. I can wreck my home.
Yeah.
So
different.
I really can't call her a whore Babylon, but
She just wasn't trustworthy.
no, exactly. She
Right.
messed
You know
with
what I
me
mean?
when she had somebody, and that was fine. I understood that.
Right.
It's so. But yeah, it did.
I lean to more of that. Like that was just a person that just couldn't be trusted.
So basically,
More than a whore.
But if there's any conclusion to this, he did cheat on her and divorce her. left her broke. I see her now. It's like, no, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I think I might keep her in that category because, like, girl, end something before you start something else, and again and
There you
again.
go.
She just not trustworthy.
There you go.
I don't know.
Because if she only had sex with 3 men in 15 years,
Well, I'm saying like she
women
fucking 3
having
men at the
sex
same
with
time
3
though. That's
men
kind
in
of
15 days.
minutes. 15
That's what I'm saying.
minutes.
So,
You know what
we
I'm
ain't talking
saying?
about nobody for 3. I'm talking about
Yeah, that's what I'm
like-
saying. So I would think we was talking about 2 different things.
Nah, we
You
ain't
get
talking
what
about.
I'm
Yeah, we
saying?
talking about a woman who's
Outside.
yeah.
Well, I'm with Lucky. I ain't never fell in love with no hoe.
Right.
Yeah,
I
facts.
ain't gonna lie. I have fell in love with
haven't.
her, but not knowingly.
Okay.
Like I found out later on, like God damn, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Body count.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I mean. So I had to have to do that.
Yeah.
But I never fell in love with a known meat. Like I known somebody who I known was a hoe.
Yeah.
I did find out later on she was a hoe, but
So body count is important to y'all? Or
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it
sure.
before marriage?
it is no.
You know what? I ain't never asked my shawty how many niggas she'd have been with. I just told her, do you know any of my partners?
That's one of
That's
my main
it.
things.
You know what I'm
That's my biggest
saying?
thing.
My
Except somebody I
partners
know.
are my ops, man.
Right.
Like, hey,
Those are 2 biggest things more than body count.
Because they can lie to you anyway.
Facts.
And
facts.
will.
Yeah,
Right,
what I'm
and definitely
saying.
will.
So I don't need you worry about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if
About
they
the
get in their
body
30s and 40s, you know they
Yeah.
got a couple of that,
Yeah.
couple under the sheet.
Yeah, facts.
But my biggest lesson I learned, like you say, was self-love. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, how I care about what you do with her body more than I care what I do with my body. You know
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying? So I got to love myself enough to not put myself in certain situations. And like you say, start doing a vetting program almost like chemistry can fool you.
Yeah.
Chemistry get real tricky. So my lesson is
you
not
said something
right.
then.
So seeing everybody in all 4 seasons and seeing everybody when they mad at you and when they have, you know what I'm saying? All them 4 seasons makes a big difference. But I ain't gonna lie, I have fell in love. My biggest lesson was, you know what I mean? Self-love. I was learning to love myself more. I think the biggest scar I walked away is that I'm emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
Still?
I don't think I can truly love somebody. Like,
Don't trust nobody.
you feel me? Like, I just don't truly love like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I can get my feelings hurt almost by a girl cheating. Like, more than anything. If she provides something other, if sex the only thing you provide, I'm gonna replace you. And if you provide something more than sex, then I probably keep you around for emotional support, or you know what I mean, or we'll build something together. But I think it left me emotionally scarred. Like, I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I can't get my feelings hurt with no relationship no more.
You can't, because, well, for me, I agree with you because he said it earlier. First started off, he said, hey, God, I'm a jealous God.
Yeah.
But so trust me, long as Jesus loves me, you can hit the road.
Yeah.
And that's not selfish because that's the kind of love God wants from us anyway. You can't put the creature in front of the creator.
You can't.
Facts, no?
You can't do it. So I'm like you. Can't break my heart now.
can't.
All you can do is break the window on your way out.
Right,
You know,
embarrass yourself.
embarrass yourself.
Okay, I'm going up after the next
I'm
round. You
gone.
better hold
See
it.
Pops used to tell us, boy, you ain't a man until you get your heart broke by a woman.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't care how much dope you done sold,
Facts.
how many people you done shot at, boy. You are not a man until a woman initiates you.
Because it's humbling.
It's humbling.
Because you got you think you're
Yeah,
that guy,
yeah,
and you realize,
yeah.
and then you see who you compete with, you like,
Aw, then you realize it wasn't about the looks.
it wasn't about the look.
He gave her time and made her laugh.
Yes, man.
He
You
took her
like,
to Starbucks.
Yeah.
Read Hunger Game, the book with her.
Yeah.
You
not
out
only
there
am I
ain't
going to up the
studying.
score, but you done messed it up now. Not only am I going to up the score, man, look,
Facts.
it's over.
Oh.
What about you, though? Now, what's the biggest scar you left from a relationship like that?
Oh man, I'm still recovering. I just made some really bad choices, and I think so. You know, I was married for 10 years.
Okay.
All right, and so I was in a relationship for 10 years, and then I got divorced, and everybody just wanted to have sex with me. So I'm like, no. And so when people wanted to be in a relationship, I'm like, slow down, Aisha. Like, that don't mean you got to go for it.
That's true.
So I just really had to learn who I am,
Okay.
what I want, what I deserve,
Right.
and to stop. I was accepting too much. I was accepting too much. So to, again, just slow myself down and just be mindful. When I was going to therapy, I was like, why I keep attracting this? And she was like, it's not what you attract, it's what you allow. So, you know, I'm still working through that scar of not, because when you go through it, you know, and you're being mindful, then everything's a red flag.
Right. Everything. Right. The first sign of trouble, you're like, yeah, I
Everything.
ain't
Oh,
doing
this
that.
nigga blinking too much for me. What you up to?
Right.
So, I'm just trying to find that balance of being open-minded,
Right.
And allowing myself to have new experiences and still
Correct.
learning from the shit that I've been through.
Right.
So.
Right. You can never know.
Yeah.
Tell somebody switch fast.
I'm talking about.
Your situation, opportunity change. So when we're saying that, then let me say about this. Let me say this. Do you think a relationship can survive cheating?
Not for me. It probably could with my spouse.
Yeah.
But me, I'm like a lion.
One and done.
The pride is mine. You step outside the pride with a straight male, you get kicked out the pride.
Is it?
I'm Mufasa. I'm Mufasa. I am Mufasa. Now that may be wrong, but that's just me.
Right.
It's gonna be like my grandfather. It's gonna be in my mind.
Never gonna let it go.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let it go. Now, if I got caught, whatever, if I was doing some dirt like that,
I don't like this.
I understand. If she leaves, I ain't mad.
Right.
Because we made an agreement. If I catch you up, get caught up, I'm gone.
Yeah.
So-
One and done.
What if it happens and you never knew?
Then it didn't happen.
Okay. All right.
He goes to the cemetery.
Right.
He buried that.
That's what you literally
Tell him-
call taking
So
to
you
the
would
grave.
rather
Hey.
not know.
Yeah, because the thing about it, I don't have to repent to you. I repent to God.
Facts.
You human.
That's real.
I'm human. I ain't perfect.
That's
So I mess up. I fess up to him.
Right.
I ain't got time for you. You find when I'm dead and get the insurance money. Hey, you find other kids out there spread right all over Germany.
What the hell?
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna get lucky. I'm gonna get him laughing.
Right.
You find out later in life. Kids all over the place.
Damn. What do you think? You think a relationship can survive cheating?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I mean, of course, the man in me want to talk shit. Be like,
Right.
if I catch my girl doing this, I'm gonna be out. I think that's easier said than done.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it depends on what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, I do think it like I said. Now you didn't,
You know, cross the line.
you
Certain
just didn't
things.
went all the way. Like my dad, you done went too far. Then ain't no coming back. I
Right.
think that's on both ends.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's some things that are non-negotiable.
Right.
Don't bring no baby home talking about it mine. And you know
It ain't my baby.
You know it ain't my baby. You know, like that ain't no
gonna
coming
go.
back from that.
Nah.
Or me bringing the baby home. I don't think you can come back from that, Or you sleeping with my cousin.
Right.
Something like
The
that.
list
You
getting
get what I'm
longer and
saying?
longer.
Yeah, I just
There's
saying,
a lot of
but I just-
non-negotiable.
But if you go, I don't know how I feel. I don't know. Of course, I want to talk shit,
Right.
act like I'm gonna do something, but
Until you
then
get
I'll
in.
be a hypocrite.
Right.
I never been in that situation,
Facts.
so I don't know what I do.
Right.
Just to
There
be
you go.
honest, you know what I mean.
I think a relationship can survive cheating because there's a lot of people getting cheating on relationships.
That's how
You dig what I'm saying?
Now you should said it. You don't want to, don't tell it.
Now, what
Don't
I-
ask, don't tell. Don't ask,
But
don't
what
tell.
I don't think it can last is I don't think people can. I don't think you telling the truth while you cheated can last. Like you want to fuck different niggas. I don't think you can say that and the relationship lasts. If you like,
Yeah.
I want to take care of my house, but I want to try these different experiences with women. I don't know if a relationship can last that. You know what I'm saying? But
You've been out in Atlanta. These people freaky out here.
Oh yeah.
some on the joint. You feel what I'm saying?
But see, the ones that's like that, they already came in the game that way. The people that'll be open to something
Yeah.
like that,
Right.
will
I
go
see
find
what
yourself.
They already been on
They
that
already
type of
been
time.
on that type of
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
you
I
know?
agree.
And there are
So-
people that's cool.
Yeah.
Long as you communicate up front what this is.
But me personally, I don't think I ever telling myself if I ever decided
Nah.
to cheat because I remember one time story right here. I told this chick out there and I said, let's get a fresh start. I tell everything you do, you tell everything you doing. You know what I'm saying?
They
And let's
was
get a fresh
done
start.
about 3 minutes later.
And so I admitted my sins. I said, so what you do? Oh, nothing.
Ooh,
You weren't supposed to go
was living.
first.
No, but I knew you would live it. But now she got all your dirt. You through.
But then it made my mind frame now, like, if I ever get caught cheating, I'm just going to stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's next?
Facts.
Yeah.
Fact.
Okay, what's plan B?
Make
The
it
Lord
next week,
come.
leave or leave.
Do the Lord's how we split the house.
Leave or
We
live
split
with
the
it.
cars.
I ain't telling on myself, and then I do. But
Yeah.
Cause look, everybody swear they want the truth until they get the truth.
They get the
I
truth.
actually want the truth.
I don't want the truth.
I want the truth.
I want
I
the
do
truth.
too.
I do too.
But you know why
But
I
I
want the
can
truth?
handle the truth.
Man, we'd be more
See,
cool after the truth. Maybe we can.
You got to go if I get the truth. I mean, just it.
But I respect you, Mo.
But I understand.
I promise you, it won't be as train wreck if I find out on my own.
I mean, I would rather find out like
Oh no.
I'd rather find out like on some natural. It was meant for me to find out. You
You
get what
would
I'm
rather
saying?
that?
Then just
Yeah.
come clean.
Yeah, I mean, if she do come, I don't know.
Think about
I'd rather
it.
you tell me. 'Cause I don't want nobody
that one. I'm like,
Bro,
hold
the
on.
point. The reason why I'd rather you
You
tell
gonna
me.
walk in
because-
on it?
But okay, in your mind, okay, you gotta know what you gonna do out the top there.
Yeah, for sure.
And y'all don't know what y'all gonna do.
I mean, but at least I know what's going on. Well, the worst part is having somebody laugh at you behind your back.
Who gonna be laughing?
The other.
The other guys, they know what's going on.
They nigga don't know you. They been laughing ever since. Because by the time she done told you, they done already had
But
about
see-
2 years here.
2 years
And really, she finna leave you.
But I respect that, though.
You know what I mean?
I respect that, though.
I feel you.
Yeah, I respect
but
that.
I don't know, man.
I'd rather know because, like I say, man, that's one. Some girls I'm forever cool with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I asked about it and they kept it G.
But that's why I said you asked them, but they didn't come tell you. That's
mean,
the
the
difference.
moves you made it
so
too
that's why I
obvious. I
said,
had
so if
that.
a girl just call you, hey, I just kicked it with this dude right there, so you gonna be cool with that.
No, I'm like, it won't.
You'll respect.
Not like
Nah,
be
no, I'm
cool
saying, I ain't
with,
gonna be
but
cool
he would
with it, but-
prefer to know.
Just
I'm
tell
moving
me
on
if
now.
Go ahead and tell
Yeah,
me.
we done. You feel what I'm saying?
Done.
It
Just
But
tell
I
us.
respect you.
I respect
for
you.
letting me
Now I ain't gonna hit you.
And if you see
I
on
get it.
side of the road, you help her change the spare tire. Whereas if you don't know she been a snake, you look at her
just
back
shit out of
Now I
it.
want to say, yeah, right.
All
Right.
that
Y'all,
about.
it's no sin greater than another.
Not
It's
saying
still
sin.
wrong
No.
all around. It don't
I
know because
disagree
she
with
told
that.
you.
Okay, this
It-
is different
it's
right
no-
here.
it's-
The difference is this.
Some
Okay,
shit hurt worse than others,
you
I'll
come
say that.
tell me,
Yeah, I
hey,
mean,
I done met so
I get
and
what y'all
so.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with y'all.
Yeah,
I
I
get
met
what
so
y'all
and
saying.
so,
but ain't
But
no
I definitely
sneaky.
don't be on that. I'm trying to figure out what my girl doing either.
No.
So
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not. If you go out with your homegirl, I don't want to know if the nigga bought you a drink.
Not that's not.
Nah.
being
You know, I'm
considerate
just
to me,
saying.
yeah.
I'm just saying. Some niggas feel that way.
Yeah.
Cheating ain't just fucking.
Correct.
No.
Cheating is doing anything your spouse ain't telling
That
you
is
they
true.
doing.
That is true.
So
That is
it's certain
true.
things you ain't gotta come tell me about that.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's
With you
what
on
I
that.
meant.
Yeah, I'm with
now,
you on
you
that.
having sex with somebody, that's different.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know. But your high school sweetheart didn't text you.
Yeah, I
You
want to.
texting
Yeah.
her.
Bruh, I don't
you
want
start
because now
stuff
I
for no
gotta
reason.
now I gotta stand on. I'm about to leave my empire
Because my feelings hurt.
because of a high school sweetheart.
Right.
But people will do that.
They do.
Yeah. Some
You
people
get what
stand
I'm
on
saying?
business. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So that's what I meant by like I don't want to know every little
Yeah.
thing. Now when you because by the time it's then got to the point when you actually are laying down with somebody else, especially a woman,
You going
she
on,
already gone anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The average good girl is she by the time she start fucking somebody, she really love him.
Yeah.
That ain't no just fly by
That ain't
night.
no fly by night.
Nah,
Nah,
that
she
ain't no
fucking
fly by
somebody,
night.
sure.
So yeah, tell me
Right.
that.
Yeah, she
But
feeling
don't
that
tell
dude.
me about this nigga call you cute and all that.
Right.
That's just one of somebody I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like my answer to that question is it depends on track record and repentance.
Right.
I like that. I like that.
Because my ex-husband, dog, just cheated from the rooter to the tutor.
Right.
Just had issues. And so when I went to the preacher, I'm like, I don't know what to do about this. You know, I'm young. I'm just trying to get guidance for my marriage. And he asked me those questions. He was like, do you feel like he's repented? And what has the track record look like?
Right.
And when I answered those internally, I knew what I needed to do.
Wow.
Yep, you already done dialed it in. Mm-hmm. So we saying cheating, hate to switch speeds, but can people just have sex and be friends?
I think that if you have sex without the emotional connection, there's some type of emotional immaturity there, in my opinion.
It's real. Jump on it. Talk.
Like people like addicted to sex and like they can go through all of that and not have any ties. I feel like it's I've never seen a situation where it wasn't something deeper. You know, I've never seen a situation where that didn't come from some childhood experiences or some shit that triggered you and your mindset and the way that you see sex. Sex is supposed to be intimate. Sex is supposed to be tying. And not when you're young and you're 20 or whatever, that's different,
Right,
you
right.
know. But if you make a lifestyle out of that, you know what I'm saying? I think that it's something deeper happening in that space.
Right.
So Can it happen? Yes. But if it is happening, then y'all probably just trauma bonding and, going to do your own thing outside of that.
Right. Ooh. What about you, Cole? You think people can have sex and just be friends?
Yeah, until the sex start getting too good.
So it's take a start off until the sex gets too.
When they start raw dogging is when the feelings start getting involved.
He ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? So
He
that's
ain't
what real.
They gonna change the game, then.
Yeah, start laying up in.
Like, why you ain't text me today?
And, you know what I mean? So that's how it happens. So I mean, that's
Yeah.
So
What about you?
that's what I answer to that.
What's the question again?
Can people have sex and just be friends?
Yeah, they do it every day and bring it over Nevada.
That's prostitution.
That's sex.
Yeah.
I'm
They
coming
friends, though.
same time next Monday, right?
Now that's true. Now,
That's
some
true.
of them do
Same
be
time
with the
next
same-
Some of
Monday
them
night,
build
same
relationships
time.
with them, yeah.
Yeah.
And they sit there and go see their favorite girl.
That's true.
Now you
They
right.
go to the favorite
You
girl.
right.
Now they do that, but
Yeah.
reality, Lucky right, y'all right. You know, it's okay. I guess it's okay until you get your emotion involved.
Right.
You know, it's the wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Then all of a sudden we hanging out eating dinner, hanging out for the weekend.
Yeah, see,
Right.
yeah.
And now you raw dog, and like you say now, it's
Now you got them soul ties.
yeah.
That's
You got
Those are one shaking.
Yeah,
you got
man.
you got to be up front.
Yeah.
You got to be up front. Say this what this strictly gonna be about on
Right.
this day, that time, that. Don't call me Valentine's Day. You know you don't get no February 14th call.
Right.
You don't get my wife anniversary no phone call. It's just rules to it.
Yeah.
And if you have to understand it, it's what my boy said in that movie with T.I. and them. It's big when Big Boy was telling
The grown man business.
the grown man business right here.
Right.
Right.
Facts.
It's this grown man business. You can't sit here and get your emotions into my. I'm gonna go and block your wife's car and then work a bust your window out. Now you finna get shot.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
facts.
Don't make
Come on now. Once
yeah.
you
See,
start,
I think a lot of times that come with people be lying. What I mean by that is
yeah,
niggas be out here telling the girls that they about to get a
wife.
divorce.
yeah.
They just finesse these girls, and that girl might not really be on that type of time, but you just sold her a dream.
She got hope.
But and you have zero plans of leaving. So after like 2-3 years, you can't even be mad at her. You should have
you
kept
can't.
it real with that girl
Facts,
from the
facts.
beginning.
The
So
truth
I
tells
think
a
a
lie.
lot of that type of stuff. I told you, man, I ain't gonna put my partner on blast, man. I remember one
I
time
know.
at college, man, I heard my partner tell 3 different women he loved them. I don't get up. But what I'm saying is, that's eventually he got his window busted.
Right,
You know,
eventually, yeah, you playing
'cause
people's
you
emotions.
playing games, bro. You can't tell 3 different women you love they're all with the same, because that's a recipe for disaster.
It is.
You know what I mean? Because once you start telling somebody you love them, in they mind you theirs.
Yeah.
You got 4 more. Make it make sense, but we was young then, you know. But I learned from that though, and I said that to say is because of what happened later on.
Right.
I'm like, see,
It
playing
end up crashing anyway.
Yeah, you
Train
playing with
wreck.
people. You playing with
window
people
busted.
emotion. Yeah, you can't play with people emotion, man.
That's true.
Right.
You know.
I mean, I think if you really genuine friends, it might can last. Like, you really genuine like this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have consistent sex. You might hit one time, might not hit for 2 or 3 more years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all might hang out and do it again.
Yeah.
That's the only way it gonna last. But this got to be your genuine friend.
I
You know
done
what I'm
been
saying?
through that before.
Right, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way it gonna
Once every
survive.
2
Like, you
years.
can't be hitting all the time now. If you fucking this person weekly, daily,
Nah.
not gonna work.
And to your point, so I'm having sex with somebody that I just want to be friends with.
Right.
They said they just wanted to be friends. We just having sex. But after a while, the expectations change.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And so we ended up not being friends no more. So years later, we having a conversation about it. And they like, well, you can't be fucking me like that. And then say that you don't want nothing after that. So like, you gotta be careful with people.
That's true.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
no matter how transactional it is, you know, we still human beings at the end of the day, you know, so it can get very muddy.
Right, you can keep it real all you want. That don't change emotions.
Spiderweb sex we got caught
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
And
that's
they
what I
were for
said.
real
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
you know. So you like I say, everything is cool until it, because eventually you're gonna start growing.
It's true.
Yep.
with that person,
Yep.
especially if they cool. You
Right.
say
Yep.
friends, having sex with your real friend is dangerous. Because, first of all, y'all already vibe on a mental
got a
level
connection,
anyway
yeah.
when that's your friend.
Right.
And then don't let it be, you know what I mean?
Don't let it be what it is.
Shit, last time that happened to me, man, I got a ring on my finger. Saying, like, started off on some friendship. And you know what I mean? We've
Right.
been together ever since.
That's how it be, though.
Well,
you know
I
what
think
mean?
relationships should start as friends. So if it's an option, then I don't think that it's, a bad thing. And maybe if y'all having sex and then you decide that I don't think that this is going to work, maybe y'all need to put a hard stop to that shit.
Correct.
So that the friendship can last.
Facts,
Right.
facts.
But, typically, you're right. Like, that friendship is going to tie it together first.
Yeah.
And then everything
Facts.
on top of that is just going to make
That's
it
real. I like that.
more
too.
interesting.
Friendship got those type of relationship got to have boundaries.
for sure.
You can't be doing it all the time.
That's why I say you can't.
Yeah,
It's just,
Not like I said, once, twice a year, you might get away with it.
That's it.
But
You
if
start
you
coming
just
up
doing
paying
it
bills and all
regularly,
that.
Yeah.
she fish you something to eat. She
Right.
She cooking for
cooking
you.
for you.
Right. You gonna it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, y'all gonna end up going together.
Facts.
Well, you
know
know,
what I mean?
right quick, like it happened last year. I don't know if y'all heard about it. One of our companies that we work with, there was a lady at work with a male friend counterpart, and the husband knew they were friends. Husband country, slow, so they don't cross that boundary. Start doing stuff right.
Right.
All of a sudden, these job trips they going on. She posts stuff on Facebook, but he's not believing it. Everybody's, man, your wife doing that. Nah, man, they just friend. Finally, his sister had the evidence that they were doing something. Buddy came home with the evidence, jumped on his old lady. She called the other dude.
The
And
friend.
the
That's
friend.
like when we did.
Get what friend did.
Pull up.
Friend pull up to the man, how the man shot him in the head 12 times.
Well, you deserve to get shot.
shot who?
Hey,
The husband shot the friend.
well, you done
So you
first
lost
of
your
all,
mind?
That was the dumbest
That's
thing.
the dumbest move you could have
dumbest
made.
move you could ever
Man,
done in
you
your life.
sleep
What
with
I'm
that
saying
man,
is
why-
you don't cross. You don't
Yeah.
cross. That's why I say.
Yeah, you done fell in
now
love.
you done fell in love.
Said they got your
Cause
head.
she should have never called him.
Period.
Fellas,
You
stay
should have
inside,
took
man.
that L
It's
and kept
dangerous out
moving.
here, man.
Angels outside.
Boy, you
got
come
the
knock
shark
about,
in
yo
you, boy.
man,
talking
yo
about-
man, you messing with my old lady,
That was not your place.
not
Man,
your
you
place,
supposed
brother.
to block her that night.
Yep.
Brother.
Hey, shout it. Don't
Well,
bring me in. First of all, when you sleep with a man, wife, dog,
You playing a
you
dangerous
already
game.
playing a dangerous game. And then you got the nerve to pull up on this.
On the man.
Hey, get what? I don't even feel bad.
Oh,
for
his
him. I ain't
at
even trying
his
to be
house?
Went to his house. She called and said he beating her. He went to the house,
Call 911.
Boy,
knocked on the door and said, "What you doing? You can't be beating her like that."
you
After
did.
he been that man went to jail, got out in 48 hours. Ain't serving
Of
not
course,
one
he
day.
should.
Yeah, come on.
Shot him 12 times.
Man,
Come on.
Nine. It was 9 times in the torso, 3 in the head.
look, man, you don't own nobody.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't feel sorry for him.
I don't.
Since took your
I don't
country
either. I
ass
feel like,
over
boy,
there.
you crazy as
Exactly.
hell.
Exactly
That's
what you were
suicide.
doing.
Know what you were
bruh.
doing when you was
That's
knocking?
almost like playing in a nigga face.
Ain't that playing
Come
in
on.
the face?
That's
But people
playing in
not
the face,
playing.
bruh.
Yeah.
Nah,
You
that's
playing
a
dangerous game
game.
playing for a fake. If
Yeah,
folks gonna take
yeah.
it way farther than
Hey,
they would.
wait.
Famous
Call
last
911.
word. Famous last word. My husband beating me.
Man,
Yeah. that's
call
I ain't coming.
911.
Call 911.
Please, don't call me.
All right, let's switch speeds of whole relationship. We're gonna talk about ice.
Oh my God.
We got to talk
Yes,
about
Lord.
ice. ICE. You know, ice been in the news the last month or two, man. You know,
Yeah.
by two crazy shootings in Minnesota. Ice been in the news lately due to the recent shootings of two Minnesota residents, Alex Peretti and Renee Good, both 37. Both were kind of interfering in police work, and both ended up getting work. But what do you think about ICE guerrilla style tactic and apprehending and locking people up, trying to deport them? You think they're going too far? You think they're doing the right thing? Like, what's your thoughts on ICE and they action these last 6 months? What you got? Who wanna
I
lead
think
off?
that it's a head of the household situation. And so since the head of the household is a donkey ass fool, his minions is some donkey ass fools. I think they following the leader, and I think all of these internal dark thoughts that they've had, they've got some space to let it shine, and they are taking full advantage.
Facts.
I don't think it's gonna last long because you dealing with all these other cultures. You start coming for us again, it's gonna be a different
Right.
story to tell. So I think they're doing what they can. You know, people play with who they can play with.
That's true.
So I think it's totally uncalled for. I think the training for all of these people is not at the level that it needs to be at all,
Kind of sending them in the field too fast.
on purpose.
Right.
All right, because you sit here and look how they handle this culture and their dynamics. Wow, but they handle them a certain type of way, and then you take another culture and they're extreme with how they handle that. those are decisions, you know. And then just also going back to the training, you should know how to decipher situations. And when you look at the footage, they were not called for it to handle in the ways that they were handled a lot of times. So, you know, I'm big into mental health. They don't do enough mental health work in that field, like, at all. They don't make sure these men's minds is right. They don't make sure these people are not exuding their own issues out in the field. They're not making sure they have therapy, counselors, guidance. And they're the whole force is a little polluted, quite honestly. So, you know, it's very hard. It's an uphill battle for sure. It's definitely uncalled for. It's definitely getting out of hand.
You think they right for deporting? Like,
no.
you're against that too?
None of us supposed to be here. We got a felon as a president. What are you talking about? This land is stolen in general. In general.
True.
So who are you to say anything about where people should land? Land of the free? So, no, I think it's totally uncalled for.
So what you think? That's real? How you feel about ICE and how they been moving in the 2 shootings that happened in Minnesota a few months ago? You think, first of all...
I look at it like, you know, this is wrong for what they're doing, but I also feel like this is a little bit of karma for the Latino people that voted for Trump. We will vote for Trump. Face ass. So that's my thoughts on that.
Next.
Hey, bro, you know what? I know one way.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Okay.
No, what you got, man? How you feel about ICE?
He said, "Nana boo boo."
Oh man.
Then what you think about ICE? First, what you think about the shooting? What you think about ICE and their deport style? Or work?
I think what I said is
crazy.
appropriate. I think it's disgusting what they're doing. If you check the history, it ain't nothing but some. I'm gonna say this. I try not to use profanity. I try not to, but when I get mad, I get mad. I some bitch ass niggas.
Bands is what they call them.
So
Straight face.
straight face. And reason I say it because untrained. Ask yourself this question, right? We all dealt with the police, right?
Right.
When the last time the police came to your house to kick your door in without a warrant?
Fat.
Never.
Now, I've been around some heavy hitters in society, and doesn't just leave it like that. What DA is involved, they ain't kicking doors in like this. This is nothing. If you go to the history of America and its history, go back to the history of Europe. You know, Hitler, the Gestapo, the Klan. The Klan was untrained, kicking the people's doors, snatching kids out of houses. Emmett Till, I say that respectfully. Doing what they want to do. It's history. They trying to make that maggot crap they doing. They trying to do that crap all over again. If you look how the Third Reich started in Germany with Hitler,
right.
If you see how that got started, that's the same thing. That's the same playbook here they're trying to use. They're trying to use it. Just think about it. You just gonna shoot somebody. Somebody said interfering. You said interfering. They weren't interfering with police business.
They absolutely were.
They not the police.
It's federal.
They are not. They look. Those are look. I come from the feds. I was a military policeman. Them untrained SO. I want to curse them motherfuckers.
Cuss them out.
Cuss them out,
I'm so sick of them motherfuckers, man. I can't stand their ass.
Right.
I can't stand them. They untrained. They them old January 6 people. People they gonna piss in your face and had a nerve to tell you, oh, is that rain? No, that's your dick laying on my head. You pissing in my face. That's what it is. That's how I feel about them. It's disgusting what they doing. Then they up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
You in Minnesota. You getting pissed off cause Waltz talked about Trump. That's all. Anything Trump want, y'all want to get his bastard. Anything he want, you got all these old, all these old untrained, ill-informed, retarded ass folks in the government right now. There's no leadership in D.C. whatsoever. What Trump say goes. Yeah. They bow down. Then you got these old bootleg, jackleg preachers right here right now, especially these white preachers that won't say nothing. What's going on? Because there ain't no love in their heart. Matthew chapter 25 will explain everything Jesus told you about loving one another. Mm-hmm. And they sitting there, where is the Kenneth Copelands of the world? I said your name, yeah. Where's the Joel Osteen? Where are all these Jensen Franklin? Where Paula White? Where y'all at right now? Jamal Bryant, the only one. It's a couple white pastors, one in Montana and one out in North Carolina. They talking about him. And one in Atlanta, they actually 3. Call them out. This stuff they doing is wrong.
What I think they should implant a program before they just start snatching them and putting them out like that. I agree with you on that.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't just be pulling people out, breaking families up. I think you should
with force as well.
With force, I think you should put a program. Let them check in every 6 months. You know what I'm saying, to get their paperwork. You know what I mean. As long as they paying taxes and have a residence, I think you should give them a chance.
But that's what you would do if your intentions were good.
Correct.
There you go.
And also, I think they should. If you're gonna start deporting people, go get the people out of jails. That's the ones you should be focusing on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just follow the process, man. You ain't got to. It's plenty of illegals in jail you can take out of here.
That's what you should start. I see
you just trying to get at 10 walks. That's all that is.
That's true. That's crazy. You go there in California, basically.
And Newsom.
Yeah.
And how you answer this question?
I think he attacked them personal.
Now answer this question, Mr. Google. Google this. Google this.
I will.
The governors of every state is in charge of the National Guard, not the president.
They're not in charge, but they can call
The governors of every state. Governor Kemp runs the Georgia National Guard.
Right.
It's not called the Army now. It's the Georgia National Guard.
Facts. But the federal supersedes that.
No, he can't. He can't do that. Only in D.C. can he control that. And D.C. not a state. But these governors, Republican governors, were sending National Guard troops all up to D.C. to help them out. Kemp sent about 300. Mississippi government, whoever.
Georgia,
Alabama.
Right.
All these old racist southern states, Republicans, are sending their National Guard up there for that stuff.
But Georgia, that's like a state National Guard. It's Georgia National Guard. But federal agents is different than state.
Let me tell you something.
The state has no control over no federal agent.
Let me tell you something. The states are more powerful than you believe. Let me tell you why.
They can be.
You remember the immigrant that they sent over to El Salvador? And they come back here, get him out of jail and leave him alone?
Right.
Who you think passed that law? It wasn't the Supreme Court, the federal court. It was a local judge did that. Mm-hmm. That's how powerful the states are.
Yeah, on the local.
Did he come back?
The states, yeah, he's free.
Oh, okay. Because it was wrong. It was wrong thing.
No, I'm saying, but if people, what you said, Aisha, you said people you put in a role to do your job, do your job.
Right.
You got judges. That one lady down in Florida that support Trump, she passed all them crazy laws in Florida because she can. She's a local judge, turn your life inside out.
I mean, that's a state law. She can pass the state law.
So I'm telling you, don't sit there and think the feds. If you, what that boy named that shot that killed? What's the guy? George Floyd. George.
That cop. Yeah.
And the cop. You know why he ain't out? Because the state charged his ass.
Right. It was federal charge.
Had the feds. Amara Aubrey.
Yeah.
State of Georgia charged him.
Right.
If the feds charge him, Trump can pardon them.
He can because he's
but
over
the
the
state
federal.
said, the state said, you can pardon, give him a federal pardon. You going nowhere here.
That goes to what I say about ICE. ICE is a federal agency. So.
But guess what ICE can get charged with? State charges. Murder.
They can if
What?
it's murder, but that's not murder.
That is murder what they did up there in Minnesota, man.
Bro, this is my point of view. This is why I disagree with it, because first and foremost, if you got kids at home, why the hell are you interfering with? You're not going to stop nobody. That's stupid. You putting more loyalty to these people you don't know over your own kids. That girl left 2 kids at home. You seen her pull in front of the police.
Bruh.
That's suicide.
Which cop did she hit?
You don't pull in front of the police during arrest, period.
Why would you shoot them?
Because you talking from our point of view. Police shoot people all the time.
But
that's unjustified.
Those are officials that are supposed to create law and order. Okay? So let's say she dead ass wrong.
Correct.
Okay? Let's call it that. She left kids at home, out of place, whatever. They are still supposed to handle that situation as the people in charge and de-escalate.
Thank you.
But if I'm at a job and someone just follow me and pulling from the car and I'm already scared, that's trigger happy situations.
They ain't no goddamn scared.
Why you think they shoot so fast?
Because they can.
'Cause they
get
can.
away with
But
it.
I'm saying, think about how crazy you got to be for somebody to try to pull in front of you with a car numerous times. You thinking, what is this person on? You know they're a suicide bomber or not.
Okay.
You got to think logically.
The situation with the dads.
That's crazy.
Your dad pulled up. He said, I ain't about to mess with them because it's 3 of them. They're stronger. They come with a group of people with guns.
Yes.
So
And they have the artillery and the experience and the say-so to do certain things. They're not scared.
Okay, so if you know that,
They
why
wanna
are you
kill
pulling on these folks like you crazy?
Because you know why?
When the common sense kick in?
He,
And the other guy,
who
you
pulling
see
on
that
somebody?
The girl in the car pulled in. I seen the video. She pulled in front of the folks.
Let me explain this to you, right? Since you said the feds, right?
It's a federal agent.
Let me tell you something. Them ain't feds.
It's a federal agency.
That federal agent is crap. Let me tell you why. Something you never know of. The Uniform Code of Military Justice. It's why soldiers like me, you pull that gun, you better be justified. If a military police would have shot that woman, his ass be in Leavenworth right now busting rocks for pulling that gun. That's what I'm talking about. They got people up there ain't even trained. Talking about, here, go out there and be ICE. If you hate Mexican, if you love your country, go out there and be ICE. Untrained.
We agree. It's
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But guess what? If you don't protest, what are you going to do? Just get hosed down your whole life?
But you're
We wouldn't have a civil rights law.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think if you was in Mexico, they'd be protesting your deportation?
They got nothing to do with me in Mexico.
I'm asking a question.
I've been right and wrong.
Yes or no?
What you mean? I'm in
If
Mexico.
you was in Mexico and they were deporting you out, do you think they'll be out there protesting your
Protesting for
deportation?
him.
If I'm legal over there, it should be.
Do you think they would?
It depends where I'm at.
Just a yes no answer.
Yes.
You just said that for hell. That's what we're trying to argue. This is he told you.
Yes.
You don't believe that in your
For
heart.
the sake of this argument, hell yeah.
No. Because you know
don't
why I
believe that in
say
your
this?
heart.
You know why I say this? Because you don't know the Latino culture.
I know Latino.
Hold on. You might have been to a resort. That's not Mexico. I've been in Mexico, son, a couple thousand times.
The Latinos ain't getting shot.
No.
The ones that get shot, the one that got stabbed in both faces.
Let me tell you something. Just like what's the three civil rights workers in Mississippi, Philadelphia, Mississippi, Swarner,
yeah.
Goodman. So guess what? If Cheney was by himself, black folks would be picking cotton in Mississippi. Somebody got to sacrifice.
Somebody got to.
Jesus had to sacrifice.
That is different.
You can't lay down and
it's-
be a
you-
dog.
It's completely
No,
different.
it ain't different, Cody. If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything.
But
Somebody got to be the sacrificial lamb.
you think they're gonna stop?
You think Martin Luther King want to get shot?
Nobody wants to get shot.
Well, I'm trying to tell you.
But he ain't running in front of no bullet like them folks here messing with no police.
Yes,
He
was
did
running
put
from
himself in the
He
line
put
of
himself in harm's
fire.
way.
By
He
speaking
put
his
himself
mind.
in the line of
Speaking up
fire.
his
In the
justice.
60s.
In on pedestals where he know he is a target
So going on
He's
the
a
balcony and
bullseye.
putting himself in line of fire?
for what he
In the
was
hotel
speaking
on top
at the
floor?
time that
Yes,
he was
in
speaking
1966, 68, whatever, Tennessee, in the South, to my civil rights.
Absolutely.
All them people.
You said-
John Lewis.
Hold on now.
Ask John Lewis. Go dig him up and ask him about that steel plate in his head. How he feel?
Hold on now. He
Go.
put himself in line of fire for his idea. He wasn't trying to stop nobody from impeding arrest.
Wasn't nobody stopping. I got in the car
Cody,
and
you
said,
need to
I'm not
cut it
mad.
out.
I'm just saying the two people
You know
that got
what?
killed,
You
I
know
think
what?
they could have
You
been
know what?
avoided.
You know what?
Do you agree with that?
When one of these, he lived on the north side, right?
Okay.
What county? Jackson County, Butts County, Jackson County.
Somewhere there.
When one of them redneck pull you and snatch your ass out of the car one night and beat the shit out of you, and you call.
I don't think they're gonna happen.
Okay.
I don't ever see that happening.
And she
You know
probably
why?
didn't think
Because
she
they
was
gonna
gonna
shoot
see
and kill
that.
you. That's why.
You know why?
That's why
'Cause
ain't gonna happen.
I ain't pulling in front of no ICE agents. That's
Okay.
not logical.
Them ain't
That's
ICE
not
agents.
logical.
Listen. The world
That's
is
not
made
logical.
of a bunch of different people with a bunch of different ways of handling things, but it's all about balance. That you need it all. You need people that mind their business and take care of that thing that minds their business. You need people that speak up,
Yes.
that create change, and you do need to do it the right way. You know,
Protest is not
but
wrong.
also,
You got
what
the right
is
to
the right
protest.
way
Yeah,
if the
agreed.
conversation is not having? What will get it done then? Because everybody's been trying to do it the right way. These
Come on.
people is out of order. They are
They out
breaking
of
their
order.
own laws.
Correct. I'm not saying they're not out of order. I'm saying they're wrong, but they're following rules that was given to them. That's their job.
You killing me,
Okay,
Smalls.
tell
I'm just
Small
saying,
this.
y'all- okay, listen, y'all said this.
Hold on.
but
You
this
just
is my
said
problem with
you
this,
said
though.
you said
This-
that's their job.
Okay, let me finish.
That's their job. So when you watch After Hitler, call me.
Let me finish.
And say, well, no, hold on, listen.
I'll give you some After
listen
Hitler, call
to
you.
me. When you watch that, and you watch the Nuremberg trials, and you watch some people get hung on national TV because they did what they were told to do, let me tell you something.
I didn't say I agree
Let
with it.
me tell you something. I was in the military, so I can speak on this. If a general would have told me to go shoot that child in the head, I wouldn't have did it.
Me neither. Period.
Okay then. So don't say this following damn order.
I said they following orders as far as deportation. I ain't
Shoot
said nothing about shooting people. I said them
shoot
getting in
people
the
in
law
the head
order.
is not following orders. You want to kill somebody.
You can't pull up on the police
Okay, so
ICE
back,
agent with a
what was the
gun in
guy
your
name?
pocket.
What
You
was the
can't
guy
pull
name?
a car.
Okay,
in front of-
stop. You wrong. Know why you wrong?
Why?
What's the guy name that got shot?
Alex Peretti.
Okay, so Kyle Rittenhouse came up with a damn
He
AK-47
should've
and
been
he had
killed.
a protest.
He should have been killed.
He shot two people and he free. Now how you can't compare. This man got the right for peaceful protest and the right to bear arms. And that's what he did. He didn't point that gun at nobody. He had a gun on him.
Right. And they were trying to break it to
now
his...
Kyle Rittenhouse came there. Nobody, I'm 17. What I'm doing here? Oh, hell, I hate you.
Oh, you said the guy had the right to have a gun in his pocket?
Yes.
As he interfering with ICE?
No, he wasn't interfering nothing.
Yes,
he had the right.
Did you not see the clip?
What did Kyle Rittenhouse do?
What is Kyle Rittenhouse got to do with ICE?
Jay.
Kyle Rittenhouse was wrong. But what I'm saying is this, so why the federal, this is the problem I got with this, like, okay, we're trying to say that we concerned about people being deported, right? But what about your brother down the street? You ain't worried about his problem.
Who ain't worried about the problem?
Anybody down the street, okay, we don't, that's not our business, like Jones said, right? That's not our business. We got to focus on our business. Our business ain't worried about who getting deported. You ain't getting deported. He ain't getting deported. Now, I'm against it. I hate that the families are getting taken apart from each other. I think that's very bad.
I think that it could become our business.
There you go.
How can it become our business?
Because if you don't stop a raging dog, he gonna start biting everything.
That's what Hitler did.
If you don't
going back
stop
to
a
Hitler.
raging, if you don't
I'm gonna
put a
keep going
raging
back to
dog
history.
down, it's gonna keep biting
If you
everything.
don't know your history, you deemed to repeat it. That's how he got the Third Reich off the ground. That's what Trump is doing. Project 2025 is about that white supremacy.
More people died on the slave trade than they did in Hitler in Germany. That,
You know how I feel about the slave trade, how wrong that is. No.
we got to care about home
Let me tell you
first.
something. Ain't no damn slave still living.
The descendants is.
Ain't no the descendants living. There are people who was over there in Austria still walking around right now, 98 years old, still living. Remember that. So, like I said, my mama picked cotton. You know, I'm not talking about something happened in 1865.
Correct.
I'm talking about something happened in 1949, 1950. That ain't but 70-some years ago, bruh.
I know.
Kids are still living.
I'm not saying this. I'm
So
not
what I'm getting at is this. I'm not giving Trump, the Republican Party, Democrat, I'm not giving nobody no free pass. It's just wrong. It's the way you do stuff.
Period.
That's it. Follow the process. If you want to find all of them, you illegal, deport. I don't care. I'm not getting involved with that. But don't tell me I'm going to get criminals and rapes out this country when I got women, I'm slamming women down there. ICE agent, I tell you what, you married. If an ICE agent pull your wife, if you got an interracial daughter, mixed daughter.
I do.
If racist cop slam Steph on the ground, you're going to have a problem with that right there, looking at that.
Correct.
Ain't you? You damn right.
It's mine.
You damn right.
So that's why I'm having a problem.
You damn right.
If I slam the woman down the street, I'm like, that's fucked up. I ain't finna go get in front of it.
I ain't say get in front of it.
And that's where it stops.
I ain't say get in front of it. You gonna
That's why I said, man, like, at the end of the day, ICE is fucked up, but I think it is a certain type of karma that comes with them trying to be more cooler with the white folks than us. They thought them folk were gonna love them even more on that side, and then they realized they should have kept their contract over here with us. But Jake, they 35-40%, what they said, voted for that. So like, hey, look, man, it's like we said, we been telling y'all not to vote for this clown.
Right.
We on camera talking about this 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Y'all want to go over there, so I do feel it. You got to deal with it. Nah, it messed up. It's all the way messed
Already
up.
fucked up.
I
But
tell you
then
this?
hopefully the next time these elections
realize
come
I got
out,
their mind right.
you'll realize where you stand at.
And also,
And he missed this. I told you, I ain't out there protesting nobody. I tell you.
right.
Facts.
I just heard you
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I'm wondering why you.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
agree.
real.
But
I'm
also,
just telling you, ice out of pocket.
we've been tiptoeing. Jeffrey Einstein. What's his name? Epstein?
Oh my God.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Epstein.
Okay. Lately, the Jeffrey Epstein files has been released lately. Did you see the list? Any of y'all get a chance to read the list?
Yeah.
It's a lot of names on there.
I don't even want to know.
So, first I'm gonna ask you, what names on that list surprised you? And do you ever think the victims in that will ever get justice? What you gotta do? I don't know this is high.
I don't think no name.
None of them surprise you?
You can have Barack Obama name on that list, and I wouldn't be shocked.
I agree with you. You know why though? Because outside of that sex trafficking, he was a businessman.
Yeah.
And everybody in the business world, you're gonna have celebrity names on you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So I'm not shocked by anything, but I'm not. This ain't nothing new.
You think all of them participating in that? Every name on the list?
I don't think everybody participated in the raping of kids and stuff like that.
Okay.
But just because you know a guy and take a picture with a guy don't mean you guilty, right?
Right,
Just
right.
mean, hey, I took a picture with him. But I went to the island.
You go to alley.
But I did that, right?
Right.
But why is it Diddy? And I don't care. He can go 100 years in jail.
Right.
He got charged with the Mann Act, right?
Yeah.
Why ain't Matt Gaetz in jail? he flew a 17-year girl down to Florida.
That's true.
Had sex with her. He can get charged with it. You see that? That's a difference.
Oh,
That's a
systematic
white. That's a
racism,
white
for sure.
world. There's our world. Right. So with the Epstein list, I'm not shocked. I just real talk. I pray that anybody that's guilty, touching one of them kids, I pray they wrap a rock with a rope around your neck and throw you in the middle of the ocean.
I agree.
That's the word.
I think they should start castrating the people too.
That's the word.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
talking
the
about
word.
on live TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
On live TV.
Jesus said that.
Yeah.
Just some kids. You need to
Touch them kids.
But
You
see,
lose it.
The kids, it's crazy because, the kids are the least safest on our turf right now, and that's sad.
Yeah.
Even when you go to the schools, they got
Sad.
In their own homes.
they got the public safety car. Them guys
Built for them.
they ain't built for that for real. I know somebody coming there with that real deal.
They gonna scatter.
We saw that in Florida
Didn't we?
when the guy
Well, he
took
did, didn't
off. Like, come
Yeah,
on, bro.
he ain't going
You
in there.
get what I'm saying?
They weren't prepared for that
I
guy.
just feel, man, I feel like that's sad, man. And then for us, the list, you are exactly right what you said about just because I was somewhere don't mean.
I'm gonna make
I
some
participate in
kids.
that kind
Yeah,
of
we
stuff.
done been in certain houses.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't sell drugs.
I don't see
Right. I ain't seen none of
I
that.
don't ate dinner with them.
I seen it.
I seen them.
You know what I mean?
Stack that high.
Okay, you know what I mean?
Facts. Any
So,
name on the list surprise you?
Nah, like he said, but and like you also said, it's
Right.
business. It's like everybody. It's like finding out somebody was at Diddy party.
Right. Who didn't go to the party?
Who
Celebrity.
didn't go? And the niggas who did go felt some kind of way that they wasn't invited.
Right.
Yep.
It's true. All I want to go to that
Yeah,
level.
everybody wanted to go.
Yeah.
But it's funny for them to be like, "Oh, I didn't go."
Right.
Yeah, you wasn't invited. Nigga.
Right.
Show me somebody that was invited that
Right.
didn't go.
And
You
they
know
would-
what
they
I mean?
would've went.
Yeah, a lot of people. But it's about. I think they was saying Denzel told. It's one of the actors said Denzel told him, you better leave before the devil get here. Before a certain time, 2:00. It's the same thing like leaving out your house.
Right.
I'm not leaving out my house at a certain time. I used
Hell
to.
no.
When I was young, we'd get up and leave.
Right. Don't play hero
Nah,
ball.
man. Hey, listen, man. It's over with. I'm actually trying to get back to the house
Right.
by
By
a
that
certain
time.
time.
Right,
By
right.
the
Yeah,
time
about-
I used to
about
leave
the day
out.
up.
I'm
You
getting
know what I'm
in, boy.
saying?
It's too
So
late.
10
do anything surprise me? No. Then you said, will any justice pretty much come from it?
Right.
No, not as long as Trump is in office.
That's it.
He controls everything.
agree.
And my whole thing is this, man. His whole campaign was ran
On
off
getting
the Epstein file.
Yeah, that's a
That's the craziest thing. Like your whole pitch
yeah.
was to protect the children,
Facts.
and your name is in there how many thousand
more
times?
time than God name in the Bible.
Come on.
That's
And
his
then
partner, for
now,
sure.
and then you know what made me
the
laugh?
young
I actually
homo.
laughed though when he told them folk, "It's time for y'all to get over this shit.
Sure did.
Like it's time for you to get over it."
It's
Like
a facade.
yeah,
It's not real.
But who believed him though? That's what I'm
No
saying.
one believed him.
They put, but it goes back to the man didn't win fair and square this time. I just want to know how he just keep finessing and we don't know the finesse. We that damn stupid
Come on.
that he didn't finesse
Come on.
us twice. Twice. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he play out people emotions.
Facts. He's
But
emotional,
see
yeah.
what that happened is them white folk don't realize he don't care nothing about y'all either.
Facts.
There
He
you
about the
go.
money.
He don't
care
care
about
nothing about
that.
y'all
That's what I'm
either.
talking
The
about.
little poor white babies
Ain't
was
no
in
better
that
than-
on that Epstein
Yeah.
island.
That's true.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? He
Yes,
don't
sir.
care nothing about y'all either. And I think they starting to see it now.
They are. A lot of people ain't bragging.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't
I
seen
mean-
less Trump bumper stickers
Signs.
lately.
I ain't seen no
Yeah,
20.
they been
20
kind of
yes,
real
sir.
light
Yeah,
lately.
yeah,
Ain't
cause
no,
he-
ain't
you
too many MAGA
realize-
hats no more running
Yeah,
around
Nah, you
here.
don't see it like you used to.
Hey,
No.
man, 'cause
First
he
year they
don't-
were hot. They were proud.
He don't
Yeah.
like y'all.
I don't like y'all anyway.
He don't like nothing but the money.
Well, you know they got hurt when they cut the food stamps. You don't get certain things
Yeah,
now.
but
like,
see, that's what they get.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everything happening to them. That's what they get. Because they used to try to put everything on us.
Yeah.
We used to
need
figure it out.
everything.
Facts.
But see, we know how to
now
maneuver.
that I can live
You
with.
know
I
what
agree
I'm
with you on
saying?
that.
I
You
can
get
live
what
with
I'm
that.
saying?
100%.
Too damn deserved.
At the end of the day, I do feel like a lot of karma is coming back on a lot of crazy ass things that we've been doing as a whole for a long time, and it's only so long before God come through.
Yes, sir.
And see, right now,
Yes,
Trump is
sir.
Trump is almost like the Antichrist. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to have to take someone like God to sit him down. You get what I'm saying? Which will happen soon.
Facts. I think we
But
gonna sit down.
it'll happen once everybody realize that they fucked up by letting them in there. You get what I'm saying? So the whole Epstein thing is a cover up. Now he's gonna come with something crazy Like go bomb Africa.
Yeah.
He's gonna go do something
Iran,
crazy
somebody,
to keep you.
Start a war.
You already know to keep your mind off the off the Epstein files, off what he promised that he was gonna do. And now he told y'all it's time for us to move on.
Yeah.
Don't keep telling about that.
Yeah, come on, man. That is crazy. So I don't think nothing's gonna happen long as he in office because I think they too scared. I think they scared of him. And then the people that's able to, that are in a position to make something shake, they was at the island too.
Can't say that,
So when everybody at the island got there, who
pointed the finger? They say he was not seeing cast first.
Come on. And they love to quote Bible verses when it's convenient.
Right.
And that'll be the time they do it.
Facts.
Only God can judge me. Yeah,
I was quiet because they were there.
Yeah,
but you know what
that's what I'm saying.
They can say only God can judge me. Yeah, but we can hang your ass.
Yeah, fact. I mean, but we that'll be too much like right.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
It'll be too much like right.
You know, they'll get their day.
Yeah, they definitely
So
gonna
it
get
ain't about,
they deserve it.
Let me tell you, black people are the most welcoming
Oh yeah.
people on the planet.
We are.
We didn't. The thing is, we don't want nothing bad to have it. Like, just admit that y'all fucked up, and that every choice comes with an invoice.
Yes, Lord.
Facts.
Every choice. So y'all choice, that tab got to get paid.
Gotta pay your tab.
And don't look for us to save you the time.
Oh, no.
We ain't
taking
nothing
them on
for
the
you
list.
time. We ain't
Right.
got nothing for you this
What
time.
about you, Nice? What you think? Is any name on the list surprise you? Oh, you say you didn't
I
look
didn't
at
see
the
the
list.
list, but nothing surprises me. I mean, and crooked behavior has been going back since the end of time.
Facts.
And you can even go back to Gandhi days. He has a history that nobody knows about or talks about. Everybody has deep, dark secrets and their praise in other lights.
Right.
So I'm definitely not surprised whatsoever. Accountability will be great. More importantly, change behavior. More importantly, things have happened, and things in those type of industries and those type of tax brackets are unfortunately always happening. But what are we going to do to help these kids?
I'm with you.
More importantly,
what
are we going? Kids are not safe in their own home.
Right.
Okay, kids are not safe in school. Kids are not safe at home. Kids are not safe in these streets. Kids are not safe anywhere.
It's
so, just consequences for these type of things. Like, all right, you got this list full of names. Who actually did some of these? Who were the perpetrators, the predators?
Right.
And what are the consequences for the predators?
Right.
Just give predators consequences.
Facts.
Simple
as that.
Facts.
And that's really the simple as that. Yeah,
Facts.
I agree 100%. Like I'm with y'all now. The names don't surprise me. He was in that life, so he pretty sure got phone calls. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everybody been on the phone with him, or even like you say, visit the island. The question is, will we get justice? I think if we do get justice, like you say, it won't be while Trump in office. I think they feel like they got justice by he didn't hang himself. They killed him.
Yep.
So I think, I don't think no justice. If it do come,
You
it's gonna
think he
come
dead?
Yeah, I think he did.
I don't think he did.
I think he did because we were talking too much.
He has a chance to come out, and I think his wife gonna be there. Galestine, what's her name? Maxine
Giselle, whatever her name is.
Yeah, if she don't say the right thing, she gonna be dead next.
Well, just like she get moved to a
Cushion, right?
Cushion prison.
Low.
Why they move Larry Hoover to a cushion prison?
Man,
Larry
but-
Hoover.
Yeah, I mean, first of all,
Old school. You
he
gotta
had
know
too
Larry
I know
much.
Larry Hoover. I'm feeling like this.
But he had too much.
Same
power,
crime though. Crime is crime. Yeah.
Crime is
Right. No, you're right. I agree
That's
with you.
what
If
I'm
I
saying.
stop myself, you're right.
What's worse? Now last time I checked, I'm maybe you can help me, Lucky. Now I know cocaine been out a long time, right? For history, cocaine drugs been out forever, right? Ain't see Jesus said nothing in the Bible about no 8-ball. I snort no powder. I didn't read nothing in the Bible about snorting no powder. But what I did read was if you cause one of these kids to stumble, you wrap a millstone around your neck, you better off jump off in the sea.
Facts.
So now until I see some line about powder and smoking weed,
Larry Hoover got murder charges though.
well, thou shalt not kill.
That's a little different.
That's what it killing is killing.
Right.
And that's how I feel about Diddy.
Yeah.
I'm like, so when I first hear the story, I'm like, so what did he do exactly?
Right.
He freaky.
Yeah.
Okay, but what did he do? Children? Was children involved? Did
No.
anybody die?
Nope.
Didn't make it raped.
What did he do
Nobody
for
got
a
raped by nothing.
10-year sentence?
Exactly.
Right.
Got
Oh,
too
he
big.
black?
Got too big for his
Oh.
britches.
He got too big for a
okay.
britches
He
to
got
get
too
the alcohol
big.
company.
He got too big for his britches. That's the
But
only thing that he did.
he is one of a small pool of bigger
Yes.
Caucasian
Yeah.
men and politicians that
Yeah.
are him and worse.
Yes,
And he
10
was
times
groomed by them.
Right.
He was created by them and how they operate. And he is the seed of how they operate.
That's right.
So where the big dogs at?
Yeah.
Why have nobody in America been charged with anything but the Maxwell lady and Epstein? Why aren't there any more? You know, when you start caring more about the abusers than the victims?
Right. You know what I think? Nobody been charged because if you telling me, I'm telling you.
That's
Type
exactly
shit going on. You tell my business, I'm tell your business.
But you know what though, and all respect to everybody, because you know justice will prevail.
Facts.
Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. But they better be thank God that God ain't got no snipers.
It definitely
I'm
should
just
be
being-
taken.
I'm just-
It looks different.
Yeah, it looks different.
looks
He
different.
does his spiritually, because if that was a physical manifestation approved by God,
Right.
I volunteer to go.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
No, I agree with you on that.
That's disgusting to me.
Taking them kids.
the worst.
Taking them
That's-
kids to me is like there's no
In line
forgiveness.
about
you gotta think, man. A lot of them judges, a lot of the politicians, they were
Clarence
there.
Thomas were there.
You know,
A lot of them participated in them
I
kind of
know you were
games.
there. You know, so
Hey,
it's just a sad thing. But
is.
everybody been knowing about it, right?
Been
knowing about it.
It ain't new.
It's like
Not everybody wanna-
yeah, like
Obama
everybody-
had them papers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Come on, man. They're all
they
that, man.
been, they
anybody
been,
in that world has
they
been in that situation.
Yeah, they know what's going on, but
Well, Obama could have charged him,
yeah, facts.
He could have charged him.
but he couldn't.
Biden could have got him.
You know why Obama didn't get him? Because the Jews put Obama in office.
Sure
Yeah,
did.
facts.
Did
Yeah.
you put? We know that. Yeah,
And
we know that
then,
story.
and then
Yeah.
the Republicans still ran the House when Obama was
Sure
in
did.
there.
They ain't
So,
finna- yeah.
yes, so they went finna go for that.
They weren't
anyway.
going for it.
I always
Congress,
tell people
Congress is
that
powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not when
that's-
it comes to Trump, they weak.
It's true. I'm
Yeah.
surprised to see him so tuck their tail like that.
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
got too many.
And
he
they got
secrets.
kids.
He got too many secrets.
See,
He was in that
the thing-
secret.
Trump is the epitome of keeping someone secret and benefiting off of it.
Mm-hmm.
He know all
Blackmailing.
your dirt. He pays for your He pays
was
for
there
your
with
dirt.
you.
Literally.
Yeah, he seen
And
it.
if he wasn't there, he's paid for the tape.
He knows what's
He
going on.
knows that you like to dress in drag.
Yeah,
And you married with a whole family.
yeah.
And you a politician.
Yeah.
He knows that you dress in drag.
He knows.
Yeah.
He
And
does know.
nobody
He
else
does know
know.
their secret.
Would
That's
that be
why
a-
Nobody else knows.
would
So
that be a
you
certain-
think he finna say something?
Would there be a certain senator from South Carolina dressed
Yeah,
in
for
in
sure.
drag?
What they call her? Lady,
and that dude from New Jersey
Lindsay?
too.
yeah.
Lady Lindsay?
Lady Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Child.
Tim
That's
Scott.
crazy. What the F
That's
that?
allegedly. Because they might try to sue us.
Well, hey, what?
Allegedly.
Hey,
Allegedly. You
allegedly.
dress
That's
in
what the
drag.
streets say.
Yeah, allegedly.
It's weird
Y'all
behavior
dress
in
in
that kind of
drag.
life. I don't
You know
know.
what I mean?
It's crazy.
But hey, man, so you looking for these guys to save us? Good luck with
Good
that.
luck with that.
Come on.
Good luck with
I
that.
think you got a better chance the parents saving you.
Come on, fast.
I
Tell
agree
my
with that.
child, I don't fuck it.
Well, you know, Cain Velasquez just got out of prison because a man molested his child in daycare.
Yeah.
And he chased behind him in the car
Yeah,
and was
facts.
shooting at him and shot the driver. Driver didn't die.
Right.
He served a little time. I have give Gavin Newsom and whoever, the prosecutor want to give the man 30 years. But he only got 5 from the judge and let him out in 10 months. I applaud that judge in California for
Shout
letting him
out
out.
to that.
That's real.
That man
Shout out to
protecting
that.
his child.
Man,
Man,
he shouldn't even
what?
been
Lost
in
your
there.
mind.
You shouldn't even win there the first time.
Exactly. He shouldn't have been up in
No,
there.
Right.
No. And the guy who got the innocent guy got shot. Be mindful of the company. that
Mindful
you
of the
keep.
Mindful
company.
of people trying to get
Show me
in.
your friends, I'll show you your future.
Right. Fact
Be
though.
mindful
For sure.
of the people that you're around.
Especially, we got one more friends. How many of us have them? Let's talk about friendship. What's something you think friends should do more of to strengthen their brotherhood and to help the next man or sisterhood? Like, what you think missing in friendship these days? Like, what do you think you see? What do you see a lot of?
Comparison. Remove comparison.
Then they compete with each other.
Subconsciously.
Okay.
Yeah, I think subconsciously because, friends are typically in similar walks of life somehow. They have something in common. A lot of people strive for more. So when you see your friend winning, are you happy for your friend? Or are you comparing where you are in your journey? Are you personalizing your journey to them? And then what I found too is blessings come in different ways to different people. So I've seen people bless in ways where they have, I'll take myself. I see people that are in marriages and they have the things that I want, but they had fucked up childhoods. I had a blessed childhood. So maybe my balance is I figure out other things as an adult and things like that. So you don't know what the story really looks like. So I think kind of just removing yourself and just being more genuine in your friendships and really rooting for people for themselves and being motivated instead of jealous. Being motivated.
Reach on in, sister.
Yeah, that's hard. That was a
All right, look, I'll let you follow up with that. Love, what you got, man? What you think as you look at friendships or people who consider themselves friends? What do you think they could do to help their friend or to strengthen their friendship that they already got?
Call your partner out on the bullshit that they do and start holding them accountable.
Amen.
I think a lot of time we pacify each other's feelings because we don't want to argue. You get what I'm saying? So get what, man? I'm gonna let them sleep. Nah, tell your partner, hey, man, you gotta calm the fuck down, bro. You need to lay out the drink sometimes.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you gotta
sir.
do this, bro. You
That's
gotta.
real.
I think we pacify our partner's weaknesses a little bit too much instead of calling their ass out.
Yeah.
But it's a way that you call them out.
Right.
You don't call them out in front of everybody, but what you do is pull them to the side.
Have that one-on-one.
Hey, look, bro, you notice you looking a little chunky. You know what I'm saying? You need
Can't
to
wear
eat
that
right.
no more, boy.
Right.
You need to eat right.
Get
You know what I'm
slapped together.
saying?
Right.
Care about a nigga. Because
Right.
if you care about him, then you're going to tell him the truth.
Facts.
And I feel like a lot of time, first of all, you only get a few friends.
That word we throwing around a lot freely, don't it?
You only get a few friends anyway. Now, you
Right.
might have associates. Associates, I don't give a fuck what you're doing.
Live
But
your
my
life.
friend, if I see you doing something, bro, I'm going to call you on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you in a relationship, you ain't been home, I got to call you on that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care how cool we is, bro. You
Right.
gotta take your ass home.
Gotta go home.
You gotta go home, bro. What friend, what brother will I be when I'm up here calling your wife my sister? And your son, my nephew and shit. But you out here crashing out and I'm not even holding you accountable.
Facts.
Come on.
That's just some sucker shit to me. So
That's
start holding your friends accountable and calling them out on their weakness to help them to get their weakness stronger and develop on
And
that.
receive the criticism.
Facts. You got to be open
Receive
to
the
it.
criticism.
You got to be open to it.
That's real. Okay, Doug, what you got, man?
Hey, man, look, I can't follow them up, but just,
It's a hard follow-up.
just tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Just tell everybody the truth when you want to, like Luck said, hey, boy, you can't wear that. Some of the women, hey, girl, nah.
Right.
You can't wear that shit no more. You ain't no size 4. You know, you 18 now, so you can't wear that shit out. That shit slapping in the wind.
That's mean right there, bro.
Slapping in the wind right now. You know. But real talk, because I always say it like this simple as, if you're a friend, you can hate me now, but you're going to love me and thank me later for telling you the truth.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Even like where you are in life, like, friend, I know you can do better than this.
Yeah.
What are you doing with yourself?
Right.
Like, are you really applying your resources? Are you trying? Are you letting life happen? Are you letting this relationship take over you?
Facts.
Are you healthy?
Right.
That's right. Like you're going to the doctor and you getting stuff done, because as you get older, you go to the more doctor visits, and people don't want to tell people nothing. It's like, bro, look, I'm there for you, but you got to talk to me. I mean, like people always say this is not a joke at anybody that calorically challenged, but seeing some of my heavier friends would say, my back killing me. Noticing my back hurt, my back. I said, problem ain't your back, the problem your front. Damn.
We trying to have a serious response.
Are you helping him or you heard his
I'm trying to people to see me for real.
I am for real.
Don't smile on his face.
What I'm saying is this.
That's really
I would tell. No, hold on. Well, let me finish. Okay. I tell them that in love, and I just tell them point blank, bro. You need to cut back. Can't be in that 27 out porterhouse no more. You need to cut back on
These
some
are
salad.
hard conversations.
These are hard
because they're going to get offended.
Because guess what? They get offended. But guess what? They get their blood pressure under control, get their blood sugar under control, get the cholesterol under control, and they thank you later. You hate me now. Because now some friends you got to go to and say, I got you for lunch today. I'm going to bring you some lunch. And you bring it to them. But you got some of these knuckles that we deal with. You got this, boy, you be eating that, put that fried there, JJ down.
Yeah.
That stuff real, man. Come on, bro. You taking 20 pills a day now.
Hey, everybody ain't hating on you.
No, I ain't hating on
Nah,
you.
everybody ain't
That's
hating.
niggas' number one response to him. So I
They
try
hate.
to
That's true.
Nah, they need to tell you the truth. Like,
What's the girl name? Monique, and the other one, Lizzo. Remember Monique was telling all them women it's okay to be huge and all that
Lost
stuff.
all that weight.
Damn near died and had to lose all that weight. That's what I'm trying to say. You wasn't being honest with them big old girls.
Yeah.
You been telling them big old damn girl, look, you can't,
Come on. We got to get better.
The stage gonna
we
shake.
got to get better, though. You get what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
partner T, I remember my partner T Shout out my partner. This is back when I was smoking blacks, heavy, smoking Black and Miles and shit, right? And my boy come up to me and he challenged me to a race. And I thought he was playing at first, but he was dead ass for real. Like,
I think I remember that race.
yeah, so he was like, nah, I think I can get you. So automatically, I'm like, okay, I don't turn down no fade, let go. But the reason why he told me that, he came back, he said, bro, you were looking bad, bro.
See?
He told me straight up, he was like, bro, you looking stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you ain't looking like yourself.
There you go. That's true. That's
I
love.
around here ashy. Everything just smoke gray. Niggas walk around with smoke gray. So I had guess what? That's one of my closest brothers to this day. Because Asco have I been glowing since. Yeah. But it took him to call me out at that moment in my life.
Right.
To be like, bro, I know what you can do. I know who you are. Yeah. And you bullshitting right now. So what you gonna do?
Shake them till you wake them.
Come on.
Another hard conversation is parenting, because people take parents seriously. You know, they get offended. Don't tell me how to. You don't have to cuss to that child that much. You're triggering. You're traumatizing your child, and kind of. It takes a village. It takes a village. And my thing is, if I've gotten offended because I've said something to someone and they taken it the wrong way. When you should know my intentions are pure.
There you go.
You should know I would never be coming from. So what's really going on? Because I feel like that shouldn't have even been a question.
That part.
So if I'm telling you something that sounds harsh, and I've tried to. For a while, I've been conscious of my delivery, and you're offended, then I'm, kind of looking at you now. Like, why are we here? Because I'm telling you something that's helpful to everybody that I love in this scenario. Right. The children are our future. Facts. We had this big, strong conversation about children and protecting them, even in the home, and when it's unintentional. And it could be lightweight, but little small things can trigger your children to cause things in the future. And we as parents don't realize how much we fucking our kids up sometimes.
That's right.
Because it's unintentional. We're human beings. Right. So as an outsider looking in, you should be able to receive, okay, this is what you see. I might not be intending to do it this way. I'm just frustrated today, whatever. Your friends, your genuine, true friends should be able to tell you, no, you're handling this wrong. In a marriage, are you being responsible to your spouse? Like, this is wild. Like you said, why is you out all the time? Go home sometimes. Are y'all still dating? Like, are y'all good? And then also be conscious of not over suggesting, because if you got single friends and married people, I feel like those are different perspectives, so kind of also knowing your place in each other's lives. And one more thing, don't dump on me if you're not going to change your situation.
That's what I'm talking about.
We might have to.
You were here eating a whole bag a case of Snickers. But you won't go
I'm talking about, boy, that's a bar
right there. Crying to me about it. If you
that's a bar right there.
That's a bar. About it.
That's
I like that.
Okay, now let me love you from a distance on that one, because you're not ready yet.
That's right.
I like what you said.
What you feel, Bree?
I think people once a month, friends should get together and have something. I was
thinking that too, yeah.
Yeah, I think they should have something you should know. So during this 1 month, something you should know, get it out. There's two rules to it. You can't repeat it to me, and you can't say I told you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you stop fucking with me for it, I respect it. If you move on with your life for it, I respect it. But that's something I think you should know. Once a month, where it can't be repeated, you leave it on the table there. You feel what I'm saying?
I like that.
And that gives you a chance to say something, because sometimes people don't want to say stuff because they don't want to get in stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because each of us still got responsibility to our house.
Facts.
And they kind of, everybody in here the main character in their family, right? And so, certain risks you can't get involved in. You know what I'm saying? But also, you look funny knowing something about your boy you ain't told him.
Facts.
You thinking he crazy, but who was you? Like, I tried to tell my girl, I was like, man, you crazy. I said, if I'm crazy, then who was you? If you with me, what that make you?
Crazier.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's
crazier.
It woke me up. You feel me?
Crazier.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so what do you then?
You want to hang with me?
Right, you here. So I think, man, you should have something you should know, man, where you could just tell it, bro, because ain't nothing worse than you know something about your friend and everybody know you know something about your friend and ain't saying that. You feel what I'm saying?
But it go back to what you were saying, though. You got to be open. The other friend got to be open for somebody to come tell them.
Right, but
I could know. But I ain't about to argue with you and fight with you all day. When I done told you 7 times the same thing.
But not in code, though. Just straight up.
No,
ABC.
that's what I'm saying. Just straight up. Hey, bro, you doing it. You know how we move. So
right.
Like,
we bang on each other.
But that's why I say, but that's why that's family.
Yeah.
You got to be able to take your lick.
Gotta be
You
attentive.
gotta be able to listen, bro. You
listen,
gotta be able to
comprehend.
listen.
And that's why I think you should have that 1 month thinking something you should know. Don't repeat it. Don't say, "Oh, bro told me this, all that." You know, you take it with you. Take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fuck with me for knowing this and telling you now, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I think something you should know.
Fact.
You feel what I'm saying?
Something
And then I think that'll help a friendship because a lot of friendships are being
Manipulated.
manipulated. And I ain't even say manipulated. I ain't gonna say manipulated because it's not manipulated. A lot of friendships are being harbored.
Surface?
Huh?
Surface?
No, it ain't even being surface.
You know, some people say that your friend get close to you just to get your secret. I've had
That
people.
ain't a friend.
That's not a friend.
I'm saying they'll do this stuff to you and try to get. People try to get close to you.
Oh, yeah.
Because your position or whatever you're doing.
I do believe
Hook up
that.
on a house, whatever. And you find out the truth comes out eventually. And you realize, oh my
It's
God.
okay to use
I
that.
think
And
you
that been
got,
for
you gotta vet
years.
your friends the same way you do your relationship.
Yes,
You need
sir.
all 4 seasons.
Yes, sir.
You do.
Before
Yes,
I
sir.
solidify you as a safe space in my life, I need to have seen you and offer.
Yeah.
I need to see you and your hurt while me and my hurt. Like, you got to see all of that.
Facts. And also, if I'm your friend, trust my decision then. If I'm your friend, you feel what I'm
Facts.
saying? Don't feel
Facts.
like I'm manipulated. Sometimes you don't brief your friend up. We had a situation earlier like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Where friend felt like I didn't brief him up to a certain situation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling the friend, like, I'll never put you in danger. And you know what I'm saying? If I genuinely don't know this situation right here, it's no harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? But I also apologize if I didn't do it. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think I got to stay on accountability to that part. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell you, but I didn't mislead you. I ain't lying and say nothing different, but I didn't tell you too. So I guess admitting information is like lying, right? That's what they consider it.
But you gotta understand, most people, everybody don't have the same mental capacity. Everybody
That's
else.
what I gotta
It's
learn
like
too
I
more.
can sit exactly like I can sit there and may tell Luck, man, I seen this man looking at your old lady the other day, and Luck be like, "Pfft, that's it.
I know.
I'm
That's why I married.
I'm something to tell you
fine.
exactly. That's what he gonna say. I'm something
Right.
to tell you that
But, yeah.
you don't want there and
Yeah, you done shot the
hammering
man,
the
beat
head,
the- yeah.
pistol
3
whipping.
times in the torso.
3 times in the torso and 9 times in the head.
Right.
Whatever. Kill the man.
Fact.
3 times in the head.
But, no, that's
But
true.
open communication, but also you got to be able to be checkable. You can't always be the one doing the checking.
Facts.
And a lot of friends do a lot of the checking, but then don't
Nobody
want to
check
get
on you?
checked back.
Do y'all
not
ever-
check on, but just like, you know, like you say,
You
you
gotta get
tell the
checked.
girl that she might need some weight. The girl might say, well, you might want to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all realize the most sarcastic mouth people, the most strong mouth people be the most sensitive?
Very.
Yeah.
That's always.
When you
though.
count them, they
That's
can't take it.
always- They can't
They
take it.
can't take it.
I
You
always
like,
tell my people that
did
I'm
you
like,
just cuss
look,
me out?
growing up, I never hit nobody on their birthday because you went finna hit me on mine.
Right. Don't come punch me on my
Don't come
birthday.
punching me on my birthday, bro.
Right.
And I made sure not to touch you
Yeah.
Facts.
on your birthday.
Yeah.
But niggas, the main one, want to punch on you,
Need
and
you
then
back.
on their birthday, they want to fight. Man, we slapping you out.
We're gonna wrap it up, though. That was a good show. Great show, great show, man. You know, that's the one in the books, man. I appreciate y'all coming out, man. Thank you, Nhya.
Thank you.
You gave it as well. Luck.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Duh.
it. You already know what it is.
The gang's here, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in. That's a wrap.